Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Keep it. Keep it. You keep it, and I'll give you $50 for next game. Is that cool? Or I just want to make sure you get paid. I mean,
Don Martin, Tony Tremonti with Tornado Radio Network coming to you from, Barbe Buccaneer Stadium in Lake Charles, Louisiana for tonight's district matchup between the visiting Sulphur Golden Tours and the home team Barbe Buccaneers. Looks like Barbe's getting ready to come out into the field. Sulphur's still in their locker room. The clock we got right at 7:01 on my clock, but the clock on the scoreboard says 8:20 to go to the ball game. Tony, I was noticing tonight's matchup is actually the 50th matchup between the Tours and the Bucs, and man, what a history over the years.
Yeah, we've watched some really good ones the last several years. I love how Sulphur came out tonight. They look good, pretty crisp. Trahan looked good throwing the ball. But man, Barbe's got some guys on their team, huh? This Levi. Jamal Levi.
Yeah,
Barb's telling me about.
Yeah,
wow.
Barb's going to be led by number 2, Jamal Levi, junior wide receiver, which I don't have the number in front of me, but roughly he's got about 1,250 or 1,300 yards receiving this year through that's through 7 games. So he's definitely one to watch for the Barbe Buccaneers. Both teams coming to tonight's game with a 3-4 record, and but from what I've seen,
nothing.
No. Barbe's coming off a rough loss to Lafayette last week, and Sulphur's coming off a big win against Como, and homecoming win for the Golden Tours. But both teams have actually, in my opinion, been playing better ball the last couple of weeks. They struggled early on, and of course, one of Sulphur's losses come via COVID. Sulphur's coming out there, in the gold helmets tonight with the all white. Barbe be in their, the navy blue helmets with the Columbia blue jerseys and the navy blue pants. So last year, the two teams didn't meet due to thanks to Hurricane Laura. And in 2019, Barbe had a victory over the Tours, but in 2018, the Tours had a big victory, I believe 36-35 actually. But I saw a stat today as well. I think maybe 6 or 7 of the last meetings between the two teams have been decided by a touchdown or less. So
wow,
this is one of them games where you can pretty much throw the records out the window, and both teams are going to show up to play.
Yeah, they always fight each other real hard.
You know, what I thought was a little interesting, though, I visited with Coach Towery this week for a few minutes, and the thing he's been trying to stress is, it's just one game out of 10. The Golden Tours are ranked number 27 in the power rankings. So, they're just looking to move on, and there come the Tours out into the field, but they're just looking to move on to the playoffs. And so to get there, they've got to be in the top 32. And, probably the Barbe game itself is probably a bigger game for the fans a lot of times than the kids. Me and Tony, we both had sons that have played this matchup over the years, and
while they some wins and seen some losses,
while they enjoy playing against those guys, they have a lot of respect for the Barbe Buccaneers, and so Coach Tyree is just bringing his tours in tonight, really looking just to kind of a business trip, and obviously want a victory, but not necessarily wanting a victory because it's Barbe and your rival. They're just looking for a victory to improve on their power ranking.
And there's a lot of respect, between the coaching staffs, and there's always that rivalry with the kids, but two really good teams, two really good coaches. I think Towery is happy with what he's seen this week. I know that we had talked about Stelly earlier in the week, you and I, and it looks like Stelly's ready to go 100%.
Yeah, Tag got a little banged up toward the end of last week's game, and not going to get into obviously any of the injuries on the radio,
right.
but I can tell you this, that visit with the coach, and coach said there's a lot of young men with a lot of bumps and bruises when you're at the week 8 of the regular season, but he would be ready to play tonight along with the rest of the team. So one of the other things that we were able to do as well, Tony, last week was get the running game going, and Jackson Cerise has been out for several games with an injury. And Elijah Brady, 28, has really come on, and kind of the tag team duo between him and Stelly last week really got the game everything done on the ground for the tours. And
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I didn't get to stay for that one. And
well, one of the things that was interesting was Coach Towery picked up on, I guess, on a little deficiency in the Como defense. And once we would get inside the 20-yard line, he would go to put Tag Stelly at quarterback and really just started running quarterback keepers. And
Como just weren't accounting for him.
Como just couldn't do anything against it, and created an advantage there. So got him out at midfield for the coin toss. Kind of
Sulphur's a young team.
Yeah, we were talking earlier.
8 or 9 seniors.
Yeah,
I mean that's low numbers for them. I'm sure there's some injuries, and
so let's see.
These guys are.
Barbe's going to be kicking. I'm assuming Barbe probably won the toss and they deferred. So the Golden Tours are going to take the ball. And it looks like the Tours will be heading from our left to our right. So they'll be
south.
They'll be heading south on the field. And
Stella's getting fired up here.
So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break and or kind of just go volume dead or mic dead for a few minutes. We're going to have a prayer and the playing of the national anthem, and we'll be back for the kickoff between the Sulphur Golden Tours and the Barbe Buccaneers. Tony, before I forget, just for our listeners, we've been talking about one of our counterparts, Kyle Medier, being out with the expected arrival of
congratulations
baby number 4
Kyle and his wife.
Yeah, congratulations to the Medier family as they welcomed in baby number 4 earlier this week, I think, maybe Monday.
Yep, I think it was Monday.
And so congratulations, everyone is at home, doing good. We
our good friend Mitch Red hooked us up with a special guest to come in and talk at halftime, Mr. Mark Judson. Talk about the new Ask a Lawyer call-in talk show. So make sure you get your pens out. We're going to put that number out for you.
Ask a Lawyer.
That's right.
What? Can you text me that number?
We're going to need that number.
Never know when we're going to need that number.
Here we go. Sulphur's lined up, ready to receive the kick, and
so we're trying to get some numbers. Kind of some,
a little glare, but
looks like number 4 for the Golden Tours is back. Peyton Lemaire.
And is that?
I want to say maybe number 9. Yeah, Tag Stelly. Kickoffs go down to Stelly inside the 10, across the 15, across the 20,
got a lot
across
of
the 25, across the 40. Makes a move across the 50.
Run back. Got a flag right here. Right on the 37. Let's see what that is. Great return, boy. He cut it right back up the field. And
usually at that point of the return, it's a holding or a block in the back. I see him pointing toward the Golden Tours.
Yeah.
But it'd be a spot foul. Still going to be a nice return. It's going to be a holding call. Looks like from the 34. So they should mark it back 10 yards from the 34. So they'll start
24,
You know,
24, 25.
That's a big penalty right there,
Yeah.
though. That's in essence, that's about a 28-yard penalty.
I want to say we were on the bar 40.
About the 40, no, about the 47, I
47,
think. Yeah,
okay.
just across the 50.
It was a great run back. Tags amped up.
So the Golden Tours, as we mentioned, will start their own 24. As we mentioned, bear with us a little bit on the camera. It's just me and Tony in the booth tonight. So Trahan start at quarterback. Stelly start behind him in the backfield. You see LaFleur and Vizier at the 2 tight end and H-back positions. Be a handoff to Stelly. He's on the far side across the 30,
nice
35,
move, go tag.
Across the 40, across the 50.
Baby.
He's only got a couple men out run right there. He's going to pull up.
Had a little angle on him, but boy, that was a great run.
Looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. What a big first down for the Golden Tours.
Great play call, great execution.
So he's going to be right at the
17, 18.
Call it the 18-yard line.
Just like a little handoff to the left, and
there was.
He split a gap, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah,
finally, one of the safeties had an angle.
You know, and I didn't get a number out there, but usually to spring that play right there too, there was a nice block out there by that wide receiver as well. So got a block on a cornerback out there. Now we already got a stoppage in play. Not sure what that's about. I don't know if it's got something to do with the. I see the referee. Maybe a referee got injured. I see that referee. He's all the way over near the track. Yeah, you see him.
Might have pulled a hamstring.
Yeah, he's reaching for it. So
he's about our age. So
they're gonna
do it.
They're gonna play with a short staff. I'm sure it's what the white hat is going to tell both of the coaches right now that they're down an official right now. And I got news for that
down there.
I got news for that official, Tony. That's not one that it is at our age. You're gonna be able to work out tonight, probably.
That's exactly right.
So, first play of the ball game too. So Trahan's in the backfield, 1st and 10, like I say, from the Barbe Buccaneer 18-yard line.
Great move.
He'll hand off.
And
he's going to be in the end zone for a touchdown.
For the Tours, 2 plays.
Caden Blaylock.
Tours score with 11:32 left.
So
he came in motion. Yeah, Caden came in motion from the left to the right and just took the handoff. And once he got past that end, it was over.
So Caden Blaylock, like I say, another nice block by a wide receiver out there. So the 11:32 to go in the first quarter, the Golden Tours have moved out to a 6-0 lead with Paez coming in for the extra point.
Paez, okay.
Kick is up, and it's going to be good.
Perfect. He's a happy man. Look at him.
So, Tony, the Golden Tours couldn't have scripted a better beginning to the ball game for them. 2 plays, and they go 76 yards in 2 plays, 2 rushing plays at that.
Yep.
And
Coach said they were ready. Towery said they were ready for tonight. See how the defense will step up.
Well, and the defense I think that you're going to see tonight is very similar to what you saw against Como last week, where they decided they were going to give Como some plays in front of them, but we're going to try to keep Como from getting behind them for any deep plays. And the only touchdown they gave up last week against Como was on a kickoff return.
Oh, wow.
So defense was out on the field quite a bit, but they hung in there at the end and helped the Tours get a big win. So I think that's what you're going to see against this passing game of the Barbe Buccaneers tonight is a lot of trying just to keep plays in front of you on the defense and preventing the big plays, which unfortunately at times has plagued the Tours this season.
See my little buddy Cole in the bar down there. He's the gunner. Little pooch kick up in the air.
It's fielded about the 24. He's coming to the near side. The block in the back right there.
Play to turn it back upfield.
Looks like tackle right there was made by number 23 for the Golden Tours, Elijah Coleman. And, Elijah is Coach Adam Coleman's son, our head basketball coach. And Elijah has really gotten better as the years gone on. A lot more confidence from what I've seen. But Elijah's going to bring him down to 25-yard line.
Plays safety too, right?
Yes, play safety on defense. The Bar Buccaneers are going to be led out by junior quarterback number 12, Will McLean. McLean's a lefty. So Barbe go 4 wideouts, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Single running back. They'll hand off up the middle, and there's no running room there.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it's led by a couple of the Golden Tour defensive linemen right there.
Big old boy right there. Who's
they're
that?
going to stymie for no gain. 95 and 91. One of them is big.
Loud and A-Rant.
A-Rant.
Good Lord.
In 95,
just laid on that
Brooks
boy.
Beto was in on the play as well. Yeah, the Golden Tour defense, especially the line, played really well against Como last week, I thought.
Did they turn that right in and plug that hole up?
So that's going to be no gain. It's going to set up a 2nd and 10 now. McLean fakes a little play action. He bootlegs near this way. Little sharp pass to number 2.
Nice job.
That's actually going to be broken up by Grayson Stelly. Number 1, Grayson Stelly, a sophomore cornerback.
Stelly?
Yep.
There's
actually 3 of them.
3 of them.
Yeah, there's a younger one as well.
Jay doesn't have cable?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
He must have got it after that youngster. So that's going to bring up a big 3rd and 10 now, 10:45 to go here in the first quarter for the Bar Buccaneers.
Little jump.
Yeah, Sulphur's going to jump off sides. That's going to be a 5-yard. Defensive line's really looking to pin their ears back right there and get some pressure. And 3 of the 4 linemen jumped off sides. So it's going to be 5 yards.
So I'm looking down there, and a pretty big kid, number 57. Is that on the end?
For the Golden Tours?
Yeah. Is that another Stelly? Is that?
Yeah, that's Jay Michael.
Good. Jeez.
So 3rd and 5.
That's a big young man.
Going to be a screen pass to the top. He's got 3 blockers out in front of him. He breaks a tackle the 40 to 50. He's across the Golden Tour 40. Breaks another tackle. Breaks another tackle at the 15. He's going to score.
Well, they had some opportunities. No flags on the play. A few broken tackles by Sulphur, and he just
I didn't get
couldn't bring him down.
I didn't get a number on that. Let's see if I can get a number on that receiver right there. I think it was number 6 for Barbe. That's going to be Tylen Caesar, a senior running back. Very nice play. Like I said, the Bar Buccaneers got 3 offensive linemen out there, and they really only had 2 guys to initially block.
Well, if it was Tylen, he comes by that honestly, man. His daddy was Charlie, played for Barbe.
Okay.
Incredible running back.
So the extra point's going to be up, and it's going to be good. Oh, it's going to be no good, excuse me.
Oh.
So with 10:21 to go in the first quarter, the Golden Tours lead the Bar Buccaneers 7-6.
You know, immediately what happened is he kicked that ball. Mr. McMillan told the band to start playing, and he blew all that. You know, the instruments were blown, and it blew that wide left. And we're going to have to remember that. We need to do that again.
So let's mention some of our game day sponsors. We'll start out with Troy Darby, Hollywood Barbershop. Troy Darby, a former Golden Tour offensive lineman.
Go see your boy Troy. He cut my hair the other day.
Over on City Service Highway. It's deer season, though. You better be careful with Troy right now.
Call him first.
Yeah, you better call him first. Wendy Kuntz and Mike Kuntz, Cajun Monograms. We appreciate all their support. Mike's also a former Golden Tour. His son Brett was a Golden Tour and also McNeese Cowboy. Yeah, coached at Sulphur and is coaching up at DeQuincy now.
Wendy got me today for a little money. Let's go on to Corey's because they got me too.
Corey's Clothing.
Corey's Clothing, yeah.
Over on Highway 90. Longtime Sulphur business as well. David, Missy, and Missy's Grocery. So you get clothes, I go buy food.
Yeah.
Missy's Grocery gets me usually about every other day. But go see David Missy over at Missy's Grocery.
They have an in-house butcher. Incredible ribeyes and fillets.
Stelly's across the 20, across the 25. He's going to push out with the 27. Yeah, we kind of got
his brother was holding number 57.
We when looked like when Jay made that cut. I mean, not Jay, excuse me, that's the dad. When Tag made that cut right there,
Jay Michael,
the offensive player kind of reached out and grabbed the Bar Buccaneer. So that's going to result in another 10-yard penalty on the return.
Well,
so it looks like that's going to set them up at the 13-yard line. So the Golden Tours will start at the 13-yard line with 10:16 to go in the first quarter, leading the Bar Buccaneers 7-6.
Yeah, see what we do here, Don.
So Trahan remaining at quarterback. Stelly's still in the backfield. We'll have wide out on the top and the bottom. We'll run 2 tight ends right here. Actually, two H backs, but they're both tight ends, LaFleur and Vizier. Another handoff to
Yeah, they got
Stelly.
Stelly that
Nice
back.
job by the Barbe Buccaneer. Looked like a linebacker
Yeah.
came in and made the tackle. I think he's going to have a gain of none.
That's hard to see that number. Is that number 7?
Yeah, it's tough to make out the Barbe numbers. It looked like a linebacker on that far side. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Golden Tours.
See Stelly kind of limping off the field.
Yeah, I see Brady checked into the game as well. So he'll be at running back along with Trahan in the backfield. I think it's been a nice situation right here for a little play action. Trahan drops back, hits Brady out of the backfield.
Wow, he fumbled.
I can't believe they're going to call that a fumble. But they are called a fumble, so the first turnover of the game. I don't think Brady ever had the ball right there.
It doesn't look like he.
Well, they're having a little conference. We'll see. They're having a little conference right now. Somebody called it bar ball, but it looks like some of the officials are.
See what the white hat says.
Just say bar ball.
Bar ball.
That's going to be a big.
You got to expect it. I mean,
that's going to be a big turnover now with 9:26 to go in the ball game. The Barbe offense is going to take over. It looks like at the Golden Tour 7-yard line with the first turnover over the night.
That can happen, and you can't get Barbe the ball inside the 10.
No, they've got a very explosive offense.
I think we might see number 2 with the ball right here.
So number 2 for Barbe, we mentioned Levy. He's in the backfield.
Yep.
Little swing pass out to him. That's why he was in the backfield.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to score untouched on the right side.
Speed. Boy, that was fast. Well, you can't do that stuff. You can't shoot yourself in the foot, give him that ball, even though it looked up here that was an incomplete pass. You can't leave it to the official.
No, and that was Brady's first touch of the game, and results in a fumble and a big turnover for the Barbe Buccaneers. So they'll be able to kick the extra point now with 9:20 to go here in the first quarter. Kick's going to be up. And that kick is good.
McMillan, you weren't paying attention. Now we have some flags on the field. See what happened here. I see a Tor with his helmet on.
So really had a lot of flags last week. The Como Spartans, actually.
We've had a flag on every series so far.
So let's see what this penalty is going to be. So kick's going to be good. Dead ball, personal foul against the Tours. That's going to be another dead ball against the Barbe Buccaneers. So it'll be offsetting penalties right there. So the Barbe will kick from the 40-yard line.
All they were doing, exchanging, homecoming photos and stories. It's not a big deal. These guys get out there and let these kids talk to each other a bit.
Well, and the next call I'm still waiting on is, we haven't made it probably midway through a first quarter yet this year without the old sideline warning. That must be
coming.
That must be a big point of emphasis for the referees this year. So we'll see when we get our first sideline warning by this officiating crew tonight as well.
Let's see what happens here. See if Stelly can break one.
Yeah, we'll see it'd be interesting to see how the Golden Tour offense reacts to that turnover right there. And, probably early in the season, they would have been a little bit more nervous playing from behind in the score. But I think as this team's matured, they're better set up to handle that the pressure.
Louisville got a leg on them, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a nice kickoff. It's going to go through the back of the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback. So first touchback we've seen tonight from the Barbe Buccaneers. But that's going to set the Golden Tours up at their own 20-yard line with 9:20 to go here in the ball game. Currently trailing 13-7. We expect to see Gage Trahan back out to lead the offense.
And that little screen pass that we threw just a few minutes ago that he fumbled, that defensive back was on him way too quick. I mean,
that's been an offensive play that we haven't had a lot of success with, throwing that little swing screen type play to the running back out of the backfield. And I don't know if we just don't block it very well or we don't execute it very well, but it's actually a play we've had some trouble with. So Trahan's going to hand off to Stelly, who's back in the backfield.
See, that shouldn't
He's
happen.
struck down from behind. Yeah, what they're doing, they're sending the linebacker.
Right.
And they're sending that weak side linebacker. And he tracks Stelly down from behind. It's going to be a gain of 2. That's going to set up a 2nd and 8. But, either the line, if there's a tight end or an offensive tackle on that side, if he's coming off the end right there, they've got to do a little bit better job of just getting – they don't have to get a big block on that guy, just a little chip block just to kind of take his momentum away. But as we mentioned, 2nd and 8 for the Golden Tours. Trahan takes a snap, gives that Stelly up the middle.
Another fumble.
Did Trahan keep the ball, or
no? I think
Stelly
Trahan put it in there, and I think Stelly might have thought he was pulling it.
He was pulling it back out, so it hits the ground. But the Golden Tours fall on it.
Hey, that's going to be. I think we might have picked up half yard.
We're going to call it still a 3rd and 8. Yeah, nice job by the Tours of falling back on that ball. That would have been a huge turnover. We're not even inside 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Trahan brings out the offense. You have 3 wide receivers on the top, 1 on the bottom. He'll take the snap. He's looking to his right. Hits Vizier at about the 35, about the 40. He's tripped up at the 50, but he stays on his feet.
Stiff arm him.
He's inside the 25.
Don't fumble.
Now he's going to fumble the ball.
Fumble on the 20.
So a nice run by Vizier. Breaks several tackles, gets the ball inside the 30 or maybe even the 25-yard line, and he fumbles the ball, and it's going to be recovered by the Barbe Buccaneers. There was 5 Barbe defenders and just Vizier down there. So once he fumbled it, they very easily fell on top of that ball, and that's going to be the Golden Tours' 2nd turnover of the night with 7:44 to go here in the first quarter. Man, that's a tough play right there.
That's a killer. It was a great catch, too, coming across the middle. Gage made a good throw, pumped once, cleared, and caught him just right through a little alley. And
so the Barbe offense is going to come out 1st and 10 at their own, looks like their own 13-yard line with 7:44. Taking a few minutes to get the sticks moved down to this end of the field.
Can you see the running back number? Is that 2? Or is that 6?
No, I believe that's still 2. I think that's 2 back in the backfield again. Yeah, it's very tough to see those numbers. And there's 2 and 6 size-wise are very similar. Yeah, very, very similar. So that's the other thing makes that a little difficult. So McLean leads them out.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, that's Caesar.
That's number 6, Tylen Caesar.
He's going to get out all the way out to
pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So that's going to be a first down for the Barbe Buccaneers.
He's caught the end. Our end couldn't get him down.
No, and that's a big play too because it kind of gets them out of the hole. Like I said, they were starting out on the 13-yard line, and if the defense is able to step up right there and make them go 3 and out, they're going to get relatively good field position. But this gives them some breathing room. McLean drops back. He's looking to his left. He finds Caesar coming out of the backfield once again. He's going to be brought down for about a yard gain up to the 35-yard line. It's a better job right there by the Golden Tour defense.
And that's a play that number 5, that's Corey Hyatt. Instead of just dancing with him, he just needs to go at him.
When, this offense brings up another set of challenges for the Golden Tour defense because Hyatt's a little bit more of a hole filler in the running game, but he's got to step out and pass defense right here.
Here goes number 2 right there.
He's across the 50, across the 40. He's going to be pushed out near the 30-yard line.
Yep.
That's going to be a gain of 30, looks like 31 yards.
That's Levi. Of course, on the 50, 49, 50, there's obviously a little help there. Just didn't get called.
So far tonight, the Golden Tour defense is really having trouble adjusting to the speed of the Barbe Buccaneer offense. Tries to get Sulphur to jump off sides. Does a better job right there. So McLean looks to the sideline to get his play. He'll have 2 wideouts on the bottom, which is the wide side of the field for them, and 2 on the top. I'm assuming that's Caesar in the backfield with him.
Yep.
1st and 10, he'll hand to Caesar up the middle. He's going to be brought down for maybe a gain of 1 at the very most.
D-line play's been well tonight.
Yeah,
They've taken away the middle.
Yeah, they played very well tonight. We're winding down just inside 6:37 to go here in the first quarter. The Barbe Buccaneers, courtesy of a turnover inside the Sulphur 15-yard line, currently lead the Sulphur Tours 13-7, and are on a drive, another drive as well, where they came up with another turnover all the way down on their end of the field on their 13-yard line. So Barbe takes a snap, drops back. He's looking back to his right. Got a single receiver up the top. The ball's going to be overthrown right there.
Just a bit overthrown. Cole Navarre was on the coverage. And, the receiver had a step on him.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Barbe Buccaneers. Probably this is 2-down territory for Barbe. That would be a 32. That'd be a 49-yard field goal if they don't gain any more yards right here. So this is probably 2-down territory for Barbe. They're going to go empty backfield right here. 3 wideouts on the bottom and 2 on the top. He's looking to the left. He rolls to the
get over there
near sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Looks like at the 26-yard line.
Yep.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 4.
Let's see, where is he now? Donald.
They need to get to the 22.
He's on the 25.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 3.
So 32. Yeah, it's 42 yards.
So Barbe's already tried to get Sulphur to jump off 2 times so far tonight. We'll see if they quarterback tries to entice him once again.
He's coming.
You have a little bunch on the top there. Wide out comes in motion. He's going to look to his left. He's got a receiver wide open right there. He's going to be brought down, though. That's a nice tackle.
Is that
Let's get a number right there. No, it's number 6 for the Golden Tours.
For the Tours.
That's going to be Tyler Massey.
Nice play.
And that's going to be a turnover on down. So the Sulphur Golden Tours come up with a big stop on defense.
Yep.
With 5:53 to go here in the first quarter. They're going to take over once again on their own 24-yard line.
Great tackle. Instead of letting the guy dance around and pick up an extra 1 or 2 yards.
Yeah, because he only had to get to the 22. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
4 yards.
If you don't stop him in his tracks right there, that's going to be a first down for the Barbe Buccaneers. But that's a nice job by Massey. So that's going to be the Tours' first turnover of the night. Trahan brings out the offense once again. That'll be Vizier in motion. Now he'll come set. Trahan takes a snap.
There you go, Trahan.
He'll run quarterback keeper. He's across the 30, across the 35.
Nice job.
He's going to be brought down about the 37, maybe 38-yard line, but it's going to be a first down for the Golden Tours. That's a little wrinkle we saw last week as well.
It was a good keep.
Just looking at both of the looking at both crowds tonight. Nice crowd. Sulphur. There still looks like part of the bleachers are closed off on the visitor side with hurricane damage.
Damage.
Sulphur brought a nice crowd, nice visitors. Nice nice student section on the visitor side for the Golden Tours, and Barbe's got a nice home crowd as well tonight. So the weather is absolutely perfect for high school football on a Friday night.
Yeah, it's pretty outside. Got the band playing.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this.
No,
both bands are here. Another discussion as well. But now it looks like we got everything set to go with 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. Golden Tours will have it's going to be number 82.
Oh, good thing he caught that.
Yeah, so on that catch is number 82 for the Golden Tours. He was the man in motion, Ashton Alston.
Thank God.
And he's going to have a gain of 3 on the play. That's going to set up a 2nd down and 7. I think it was a lateral, huh? If he hadn't called that.
Yeah, it was a lateral.
Yeah, it was going to be a lateral right there. So
I saw that happen at LeGrand Stadium in 92. And Kyle Seamal from the Tours. Chad Cooley dropped it. Kyle picked it up, ran it back about 75 yards for a touchdown.
Really?
Cooley stood there looking at him like, where are you going?
Yeah, isn't it an incomplete pass?
Backwards pass. He picked it up. Sulphur beat him that night.
So Trahan gives the ball to Stelly, makes it 1 cutback. Looks like he's going to gain a yard on the play up to the 42. Caught the 42-yard line. That's going to set up a 3rd and 5 now for the Golden Tours. Stelly had a lot of success last week, Tony, hitting that backside hole right there. And That looked like the same play that he had success with last week, just trying to cut it back and find something on that backside. But the Barbe Buccaneers did a nice job of staying home right there.
Well, we're gonna have to mix it up. And I like the way Trahan throws the ball. I just need him to throw it downfield.
So 3rd and 5. He's looking up the middle of the field. He scrambles right there. Doesn't think anyone open.
Job.
Breaks the tackle at the 45. He's across the 50.
Got a first down with his feet.
Yeah, that's going to be a first down for the Golden Torch. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the Barbe 49-yard line with 4:06 to go in this game as the Torch trail 13-7. But have gotten a couple of first downs on this drive and look to have a very nice offensive drive going down so far. Here tonight, a little bit past midway through the first quarter. Tours have done a good job of, in my opinion, Tony, of really spreading the ball around to several of their offensive weapons.
I think so, and I think Gage has played really, Gage Trahan.
And we haven't seen much. We haven't really seen Caden Blaylock, number 11, is one of their primary wideouts. They haven't gotten him involved in the ball game at all. There you go. Yes, Staley's going to break a couple tackles and just kind of puts his head down. That's going to be a gain of 6 on the play.
That's going to get Staley going.
Maybe even 7 on the play. They're going to give him 7 yards up to the 42-yard line. That's going to set up a 2nd and 3. Big thing about that,
your head down and just run over somebody.
And the big thing about that play, Tony, on first down is now it really opens up your offensive playbook. But look for the Tours to get Blaylock and also number 10, Jonathan Hopkins, involved here in the game plan as the game moves on. Neither one of them have a catch so far tonight.
Look, we responded well. I mean, with that fumble, we just need to – here we go.
Trahan goes deep.
What a beautiful pass.
We just mentioned Blaylock.
Man.
We got 2 flags down.
Flag down, but
I don't know if that's going to be illegal formation or
Yeah.
I thought something looked funny right there. What's odd, though, is they didn't call that play dead.
Well, I tell you what, that was a pretty pass.
So that's going to negate a 42-yard touchdown pass.
These penalties are killing Sulphur. Just killing us.
So not only is that going to move them back 5 yards, but, I mean, that's a big swing right there. You go from
it's only a 13-7 game right now. Barbe's up. We have 3:19 to get in the end zone.
Yep. But, we mentioned getting Blaylock involved, and, they got him involved right there. Just just a tough penalty on the tour. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Vizier goes in motion, and Trahan resets him on the right side.
Here we go. Hit it again, buddy.
And Blaylock's open again.
Said, just dropped the ball.
Blaylock was open again. A ball probably needs to be thrown more toward the middle of the field right there and let him run underneath that ball.
Catchable ball, though.
No, it's a catch he's got to come down with.
Yeah, that's a catchable ball. Great effort.
And even Blaylock, when he goes back to the total, I'm sure he's going to tell Trahan, hey.
What do you have, 3rd down?
We'll come back to that
3rd
again.
And 7?
Yeah, we'll call it 3rd and 8 from the 47-yard line. Tours need to reach the 39 for the first down. 3:13 to go here in the first quarter. What's been a very exciting first quarter of play so far. Trahan drops back, a little screen pass
perfect
to Stelly. He's got a couple blockers out there with him.
Stelly, what are you doing? For some reason, tag just kind of stopped and maybe was trying to cut up field, but
I think if he just kind of kept going to the sidelines.
Yeah, if he follows that block, he picks up the first down.
So that's going to bring on a punt team now. And that's a tough punt right there. Tough series. Yeah. Golden Tours were moving the ball. And as is often the case, that series was derailed by a penalty.
Give up a touchdown.
Okay, moved from a 42-yard touchdown pass to a penalty, and the Tours just aren't able to recoup. So I don't think Barbe is totally convinced the Tours are going to punt the ball right here. I think they've left their defense on the field. Paez, though, is in the punt, so that's our regular punter in the game. Barbe sends one man deep. He sets up at his own 12-yard line. Paez picks the ball up. It's going to be a nice punt right here.
Punt.
Be fair call. Well, I thought that punt was going to travel a little deeper right there. Ball's fair caught all the way at the 20-yard line. So that's where the Barbe Buccaneers will set up 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 2:13 to go here in the first quarter.
They had it set up.
Currently leading the Tours 13-7.
Had it set up for the old Keith Lamel fake punt special.
Well, probably what you'll see there, Tony, is they were looking to see what kind of formation that Barbe gave them. And, that's kind of one to put in the pocket because we'll see if the Golden Tours don't go back to maybe a fake punt later in this ball game based on what Barbe did right there.
Oh, look at that D-line.
Caesar's going to be stymied right there. I don't think he even reached the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a 1-yard loss on a running play. So that's going to move them back to the 19-yard line. They'll be set up 2nd and 11 now at the 19-yard line.
Man, Brooks Beto and company just lit that boy up. And they're going to go outside with it. They've got to go outside with it.
Yeah, they got trip wide receivers here on the bottom side. He looked to his left initially. He's got a wide receiver drags across the middle of the field, and it's going to be thrown low and behind him and incomplete. That's going to set up a 3rd and 11 now for Barbe.
Well, but what I don't like is that they're letting that receiver have so much room. That ball's a little bit up.
Yeah.
That's a catch.
Well, one of the things we did mention, is the Golden Tour defense is, I think one of their big priorities is not to let any of those guys get behind them. So we'll see. One of the things it does create is that McLean's got to just throw a near perfect pass.
Right.
So he's got Caesar out of the backfield. That's Hyatt out there. Hyatt doesn't make the tackle, but he slows him up enough, and the rest of the Tours are there.
Now they got a punt. Yep.
So that's going to bring up a 4. There's a late flag. We'll see who that's on. Barbe's pointing to the Sulphur side. Boy, that's going to be a tough flag right there. So let's see. That would normally set up a 4th and 3.
Yeah,
let's see what the flag's on.
Here we
I believe it's going to be a dead ball foul. It's against the Golden Tours. Man, that's
they were short of the
conduct.
first down, so they're going to I've been here before.
Yeah, but the Golden Tours,
too many times.
Golden Tours have to do a better job right there of maintaining their composure. I mean, 4th and 3, big side, you made the stop and go ahead and get off the field.
And like the coach was saying, he was leaning over the ball.
So that's going to set up the Golden Tours 1st and 10 now at their own 42-yard line. 1:19 to go here in the first quarter, leading the Golden Tours 13-7. McLean's in the backfield, a little shovel pass. I think that's going to be.
That'll do it, folks. Caesar, where's that number 2? It's number 2.
Yeah, Caesar breaks a couple of tackles right there. A Golden Tour had their hands on him in the backfield, but I mean, you're not going to bring down.
That's
Levi. You're not going to bring down Levi just with a little hand tackle right there, and he breaks a couple tackles and is pushed out of bounds finally at the Golden Tour 30-yard line where the Barbe Buccaneers will have another 1st and 10. Sulphur's going to jump offside. Their second again. One already in the first quarter. Sulphur's got to play a lot more disciplined football than that right there.
That's Bladen Laidlaw.
Yeah, Bladen Laidlaw, number 41, is guilty of the offside. So that's going to give him 5 free yards. So it's going to set up a 1st and 5 now at the 25-yard line with 1:02 to go here in the first quarter. Barbe Buccaneers currently driving down the field.
Barbe does not need any help.
After a big 15-yard penalty that would have created a 4th down in a punting situation. McLean looks to the sidelines. He's got 2 wide receivers on the top and 2 at the bottom. Caesar in the back. He fakes a handoff. Could be a quarterback keeper right there. He breaks the tackle. The Golden Tours, I think we're expecting him to hand off, and then once he breaks that initial tackle, no one's there to tackle him until he gets to the 10 yards, 12 yards down the field. And that's going to be another 1st down for the Barbe Bucs. He's finally brought down, looks like at about the 8 or 9 yard line.
This is some really poor tackling.
Yeah, we got to quit reaching and start hitting. That's what happens when you just kind of reach for those guys. Barbe's got enough talent on the offensive side of the ball that, I mean, like I said, you got to tackle them. You can't just reach. 43 seconds to go. I think Sulphur is going to call a timeout right here. That's going to be their first timeout of the first half.
We're on what, about the 30, inside the 30 going in. Within 2 minutes.
Well, we were at the 42. We threw that 42-yard touchdown pass.
We throw the touchdown, call back, have to punt. 2 minutes later,
they fair catch it on the 20.
Barbe is knocking on the door
Well, the other critical was the unsportsmanlike
Yeah,
penalty.
that just is.
I mean, we held him. We
can't-
had him 3 and out right there.
Can't do that. We
Yeah.
probably have what 60, 70 yards in penalties right now.
You can't give a team the caliber of Barbe more opportunities than what they're able to create. And I mean, just put you in the hole too many times.
I can guarantee you, Coach Towery wasn't explaining how to make jambalaya right there.
No,
Those guys were getting an earful.
Well, like I said, I think you call a timeout, just kind of hoping your defense will reset right here. Really need a big stop by your defense. You don't want to go down 20 to say. You don't want to go down by 2 scores here at the end of the first quarter. And like I said, I think he was just trying. Defense got caught kind of on their heels a couple of plays, so he called a timeout right there just to kind of reset everything. But McLean's going to bring the offense out. It's going to be 1st and goal now at the 10-yard line. I don't see the marker over there, so they won't be able to get a first down. They'll have to score. They got a wildcat situation right here. Again, I don't get the number. That's Caesar in the backfield. He's going to keep it on the left side. He's inside the 10. Looks like he's going to – excuse me, that's Levi, number 2.
Knocked out about what, the 2-3 yard line?
No, he got knocked out. I think the 7.
7?
Yeah. So that's a nice job by the Tours, kind of stringing out that play.
Okay, now I figured it out, Don. Just have to lean backwards a little bit, and I can see this side.
So they're going to stay in that wildcat form. Let's see. Levi's in the backfield. Yeah, Levi and Caesar now are both in the backfield. So they'll stay in the wildcat. 2nd and goal from the 7. Fakes the handoff. Fumble. Ball's on the ground. I think the Golden Tours are on the ball.
I think so.
Yeah, that's going to be a turnover. Yeah, I see the referee point. Golden Tour football with 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wow, that timeout was definitely worth using right there, Tony. The defense stepped up. That's one of the problems with that Wildcat offense. You've got someone at quarterback. He faked the handoff and then run into a lot of pressure from the Golden Tours, but he's not used to handling that ball in the backfield. And Levi puts the ball on the ground, and I didn't get a Golden Tour number right there, but they fall on the fumble. And that's going to set the Golden Tours up now 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line with 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter of what's been a very, very back and forth, entertaining first 12 minutes of ball. So Trahan's once again out there to lead the offense. He'll take the snap. He rolls to his left, pitches to Stelly.
There he goes.
He's going to be across the 50, across the 20. He's got a seam right there, across the 40, across the 50. He's got one man to beat.
He's going all the way.
He's across the 20 to 10.
Touchdown
for the Golden Tours. So just
nice
that fast,
shot,
Tony. Tax Stelly goes 85 yards in one play after the fumble from the Barbe Buccaneers to tie the game up at 13 with 17 seconds to go. Paez heads out to attempt to put the Tours up by 1.
What a nice run. What a nice run.
Yeah, Stelly got that little seam right there, and boy,
untouched.
Yeah, once he hit that seam, he only had that safety left to beat, and safety just wasn't able to track him down, and Stelly goes 85 yards. Snap is down, kick is up.
Good, looks good.
Kick's gonna be good.
Baez.
So with 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter, the Sulphur Golden Tours, courtesy of an 85-yard run by Tag Stelly, have moved ahead of the Barbe Buccaneers 14-13. Tony.
Whew. Man, that dude kicks the heck out of that ball. What's his name?
Paez, number 99, Ethan Paez.
Wow, I like him, man.
Also a soccer player.
I like that better, yeah.
And,
boy, could kick that ball.
We've been talking with Bruce Merchant a little bit, and he may be our surprise player of the year for the Golden Tours. Not only does he handle the kickoffs, field goals, extra points, but he also handles the punting chores as well. Nice. So
he's a good leg.
And he's just a junior, so we'll have him back for one more year.
So young in this lineup. Just looking through here, and the Sulphur's got a lot to look forward to the next few years.
Yeah, one of the things when I visited with Coach Towery this week, while he wants to win games and win as many possible early on, he also talks about building a program. Or takes the kickoff at about the 5. He's across the 20, across the 25.
Nice return. That's a nice return.
Going to be brought down by a couple Golden Tours at the looks like the 32, maybe 33-yard line.
He just found a little seam between his blocking and
but
they closed it up on him. Let's see what Sulphur can do. We have 9 seconds left in the first. Tours are up 14-13.
We haven't even got a couple scores on the board, Tony. We haven't been able to mention our Bayou Bed Red Zone, Chad Norwood over on Maplewood Drive.
Chad, sorry about that, buddy. I mean, we got excited and
well,
in here.
One run was 85 yards, so we technically never were in the Bayou Beds red zone.
Extended red zone.
McLean takes a handoff off the middle.
Oh, nice.
Running back breaks a couple of initial tackles. He's going to be near a first down. I think he's going to be sharp by a yard, and that's going to set up a 2nd and 1.
Well, I can tell you what,
I think that was number 2, Levi on the run. That's going to bring us to an end of the first quarter. So at the end of one quarter play, the Sulphur Golden Tours lead the home team Barbe Buccaneers 14-13.
Hey, man, I was talking to one of our buddies. He's one of our sponsors, Don. George Vanderhey. He had to go to Puerto Rico. He was so busy during homecoming, he had to take a vacation.
Hey, we want to say thank you to George Vanderhey. We started out as a little joke at him on the radio over a discount for homecoming flowers. And before we could get finished talking, George had sent us a text and had given a discount to any of our listeners. If they mentioned Tornado Radio Network, they got, I think, a 15% discount on homecoming flowers.
That's
so
right.
We certainly, not only Tornado Radio Network and Golden Tour Football, but all the programs, really appreciate George Vanderhey with George's House of Flowers. So if you have any needs for flowers and that type of stuff, he's back from vacation, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So fully rested up, ready to go. So McLean looks to the sideline, 2nd and 1. He'll hand off up the middle. It's going to be a first down for the Barbe Buccaneers. He's going to reach the 45-yard line. Didn't get a number. Probably was either Caesar. Probably was Caesar out of the backfield right there. So they'll be set up 1st and 10 now at their own 45-yard line, just starting the second quarter. 11:47 to go. McLean takes a snap. He'll hand off again. Caesar breaks it up to the bottom. He breaks a couple tackles. Man, it's a little guy, but he's tough to bring down.
He's elusive, man.
It's going to be a gain of 12 yards. Going to move into Golden Tour territory. Brought down at the Golden Tour 43-yard line. But more importantly for the Barbe Buccaneers, that's going to be another Barbe Buck first down.
We got nobody down here.
Strong legs.
Quarterback keeps it right there. He looks like he wanted to pitch the ball, and there wasn't no one there to pitch to.
No one there to pitch it.
But he's going to gain. I don't know why he wanted to pitch. He got
what he also
gain.
did when he did that, he froze the defense.
Yeah.
He was 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, and they just froze.
Golden Tours looks like they have a player down over there.
Let's see who that is.
Didn't get a number. So why they're tending to the Golden Tour injury, let's mention some of our other sponsors. Mike Willis Ford in Sulphur. Go see Mike Willis Ford, Tony Tremonti over there, or any of their crew for any of your new vehicle needs. Also, 2 other great sponsors of Golden Tour Athletics, car dealerships in Sulphur. The Navarre Auto Group over on Beglis Parkway, the Chevrolet dealership on Beglis, and also the Dodge dealership on City Service Highway. And don't forget about legends. Let's call them legends in their own mind. Charlie Wayne LeBluff and Cade Guillory over at All-Star. We may get a text over that if they're listening. But
I like that.
All-Star GMC over on Highway 90, Mr. Kenny Phipps over there. Yep. So go see any of those 3 great sponsors of Tornado Radio Network and Golden Tour.
Yeah, they all 3.
Athletics.
They support everything.
Anytime we need anything, we've got a great group of Sulphur businesses that we just have to literally reach out and make a phone call to, and then it's usually what can I do for you and when do you need it. So 2nd and 2 now for the Barbe Buccaneers. New running back in the game looks like. We hand off up the middle. They're really working the interior that Golden Tour defense right now. It's going to be a gain up to the 31-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Barbe Buccaneers.
What number is that?
20? It's either 26 or 28, maybe. 26 is Caleb Caesar, junior running back.
One's a Creshan.
And 28 is Kenneth Creshan, senior running back. So I'm not sure which number that is. Little fake hand play action bootleg to the far side.
What a move.
It's going to be a pass. They're going to be inside the 25-yard line. It's going to be pushed out of bounds by 2 Golden Tours. They need to reach the 21 for a first down, so that's going to set up a 2nd and 3. While we were impressed with the Golden Tour offense, also been very impressed by the Barbe Buccaneer offense tonight, Tony.
That's great running backs, man.
Yeah, they're very tough to bring down. First time, I saw Barbe in action in the Jamboree to start the year against St. Louis, and I can tell you this Barbe team now is a drastically different team than what I saw in that Jamboree.
The quarterbacks played well. Will McLean, he's done a really good
Looks
job.
like we're going to have a timeout for
Barbe.
So Barbe coach didn't like something they saw right there.
So I have another sponsor that
Go ahead.
We haven't mentioned him yet because we haven't gone to him. We haven't really talked to him, but he supports everything Sulphur does. And we were talking, and in mid-sentence he stopped and he said, "Hey, my friend, how come you don't talk about me on the radio?"
Oh, I have a feeling who this is. Go ahead.
And I said, think about it. So, but I'll talk about you tonight. Steve Kuipers. He's Boyd Gaming, runs Delta Downs. Him and his wife, Ann, thank you for everything you do for Sulphur High. They support, again, everything we ever asked for, they come through with.
Yeah, definitely appreciate all their support and for Golden Tour Athletics.
We will always talk about you now, Steve.
So Steve's down at Boyd Gaming with Delta Downs in Vinton.
They have a new restaurant, the best prime rib anywhere around this area.
Which one is that?
At Delta. That's the new. Used to be the buffet. They shut it down.
Oh, okay.
Now
so they
it's
got a new restaurant
end.
up top.
It used to be the Lookout. They moved it downstairs.
And our favorite restaurant right there on the track.
Oh, that's right. Rosewater.
Rosewater.
Same prime rib. You just can't beat it.
He's going to set up a short gain of 2 right there. He's going to set up a 3rd and 1 from about the 22-yard line. This is a play right here. Barbe McLean loves to bark a couple, trying to get the defense to jump.
Oh,
and they got a wide receiver to jump. So we'll take that all day long. While we're also mentioning some of our sponsors, Mead's Garage over on Highway 90.
John Wells.
Go see Mr. Wells in Mead's Garage for any automotive needs.
Any make and model.
Taylor Aluminum, Mike and Jeremy Moore. Jeremy's a Lady Golden Tour. And from back in the 80s.
A twister?
She may get upset. Mention 80s.
I think she was a twister.
Yeah,
I believe Jeremy was a 90s.
And she also played basketball.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, she was a year behind me. I won't mention my graduation year.
Yeah.
So that's going to set up a 3rd and 6 now. McLean resets his offense. Fakes a handoff. He looks to his right. He hits.
Goes straight to
Levi
him.
out right there.
See, that just you can't afford.
Well, and that's one of the things we talked about. So the Golden Tour defender right there kind of just laid back on him after he made that catch, and it really stopped. You got to stay moving your feet.
And that's Peyton Lemaire, and he's a great tackler.
Yeah, you got to stay
once he
aggressive
catches
right
you
there.
down and he sets his feet, you got to be on him right then.
Well, and then once he tried to make the tackle, all he was left to do was to kind of reach and grab.
Out,
and like I say, you're not going to bring these guys down just reaching out. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Look at that.
Handoff
play.
Well, that's a nice cutback right there. He made the initial – let's see if I can get
2
a
yards
number.
back.
He made the initial Golden Tour kind of –
49.
No, 40. I think 40.
Is it 40?
He kind of grasped at some air. Dylan Bird. One of the starting linebackers. 40. But, I mean, he was there.
And 2 yards back in the backfield.
But what I'm saying is when Dylan went to tackle him, all of a sudden he was there and he was gone. So
I think he grabbed the other defensive tackle's legs.
But he loses a yard on the play. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 11 now at the 16-yard line. Barbe's in a tight formation. They fake a little handoff. They run a screen pass. It's going to be thrown.
There.
Yeah, it just kind of never developed. The Golden Tours did a nice job right there of putting pressure on McLean, and he was never able just to kind of set his feet and find that running back. So far, one of the things I've noticed tonight, Tony, is Barbe does like to run that screen pass.
And they do a good job of it.
They do a very good job of it.
They get 2 or 3 lead blockers out every time. That was the first time it didn't work for them.
So that's going to set up a 3rd and 11, a big 3rd and 11 early here in the 2nd quarter. McLean takes down. This time they do hand off to that wide receiver. But the Golden Tours do a nice job of staying
he
home right
knocked
there.
over the official. We're down 2 officials now.
Number 57 for the Golden Tours. J. Michael Stelly does a very nice job of staying home right there. And when they run that end around little reverse play, he's home. Doesn't make the tackle, but is able to push him out of bounds and get some help right there. So that's going to set up a 4th down now. It's going to be 4th and 14 from the 19-yard line. Looks like Barbe's going to – no, they're going to set up for a field goal. It's going to be
okay, here we go.
37-yard field goal.
Is that Galicia going to kick it?
It'd be set down to 27.
37-yarder. See what we got.
Nice snap. It's down. The kick's going to be up.
Oh,
got enough distance. It's going to be good.
Nice kick.
So from 37 yards out with 9:09 left to go here in the second quarter, the Barbe Buccaneers move out to a 16-14 lead over the Sulphur Golden Tours.
Reminds me of Kayackley kicking that ball. Remember Kayackley?
But let's talk about, that's a nice defensive stop there by the Golden Tour defense.
It was.
They were facing second and 1.
Yeah, they did a good job on that series, holding to a field goal.
Let's mention some of our other sponsors. Some of our great State Farm sponsors, agents Jennifer Mabu and Carl Vincent in Sulphur, Louisiana, and also Rob Cameron, a former Golden Tour with an agency over in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Sam Bowers, he's over there on Highway 90.
So go see one of those guys, and like I say, tell them thank you for their support. Unique Designs, James Moses, for interior needs and also flower needs as well in Sulphur. King Mechanical, Clayton King over on Highway 90. If you have any AC needs or mechanical needs, go see King Mechanical and those guys. Roly-Poly Sandwiches. Mike and Monica Jackson have 2 locations to serve you, one on Maplewood Drive and one on Ryan Street in Lake Charles. So we appreciate all y'all support as well. One of my old friends, Richard Cole and Fat Boys over in Westlake. If you're hungry for lunch and you want a home-cooked meal, go see Richard Cole and Fat Boys.
You will not regret it.
Tours catch it to the 15-yard line. Get across the 30, across the 35. Looks like going to be brought down about the 38-yard line.
That's a nice return.
I see we're up to 85 people on the telecast so far right now, Tony. So we appreciate all of the Golden Tour
watching in.
Yeah, 86. All the Golden Tour fans tuned in watching the game tonight. And if you care to chat, I don't know if I can keep up with all that, but the chat board is open next to the telecast on the YouTube channel. So if you have any questions about anything or
Don's a multitasker. He's working the camera.
Don, not going to say a multitasker.
Nice run. Put that head down, Stelly.
Yeah, little handoff to Stelly right there. It's going to be across the 40 to the 41. It's going to be a gain of 3.
We're only having to multitask because, Kyle Medier just seems like he wants to start a basketball team. They keep having children.
I mean, can you believe he used the excuse of, hey, we're having another?
I know.
Was that even his baby when we called him a while ago?
Kyle.
He may have borrowed that from the neighbor.
Does the hospital know you took that baby when you left?
Mitch Red tonight. I'm assuming Mitch Red is up at Ruston, Louisiana for Louisiana Tech homecoming. 2nd and 7 for the Tours.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Yeah, he just threw it a little bit ahead of Austin right there, and he kind of had to go down to make the catch and wasn't able to keep his feet underneath him. But still going to be a nice game. That's going to set up a 3rd and 5 now at the 43-yard line.
Put that right there.
So we've seen Austin with a couple of nice catches so far tonight. Brings us some speed to that wide receiver position for the Golden
Austin,
Tours.
that was a great catch. I would have tripped and been in traction for 2 weeks. So good job, buddy.
So Stelly remains in the backfield with Trahan, 3rd and 5. 7:45 to go here in the second quarter. Trahan looks to his left. He hits Austin once again. That's going to be only a gain of about 2, and he needed 5. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Man, that's the problem with that play right there. Yeah, it's a completion, but I mean, Barbe will give you that play all night long.
Yeah.
And he's the type of route he's running is going to be tough for him to get turned back up the field and get the first down. So, not sure if that was the best play to run right there.
Trahan's the up back now.
Yep. So Paez goes in the punt from their own 44-yard line. They need 4 yards. Barbe's going to use a timeout right here. Barb
Yep,
didn't
they
like
saw
something.
it.
Well, they saw, and that was the same thing we did a while
Well, I
ago,
hadn't
if I
seen
remember right.
Trahan as the up back one time.
Well, Peyton Lemaire came in motion again on that play, and when they came in motion, so it's going to be a timeout now with 7:40 to go. Some of our other sponsors, as we mentioned, Kyle Meddy over at JD Bank. Go see Kyle Meddy for any of your banking needs, and Dr. Roger Grimble Pediatric Dentistry.
Pimo.
Two of my grandbabies love going to see. We call him Pimon. They call him Dr. Grimble, but they love.
That's where my girls go. My granddaughters.
There's all kind of stuff for kids to do over there.
Oh yeah. Oh, they love it.
A little upset that he doesn't take adults.
No, he takes me.
Takes you.
We visit. Pimon's one of a kind. Great guy. Big heart. Loves kids. He does a wonderful job. We're lucky to have him.
So once again, now we're coming out. We're lined up as we're going for it.
Yep. Now I
think Barb's gonna have to use another timeout. Barb was set up for a punt return, and Trahan and Stelly came out into the backfield right there.
Tyler's saying you should have snapped the ball.
Yep.
So we're going to come and punt now.
So that's just some of the.
We're just trying to get them to burn all their timeouts, Don.
That's just a little bit of the gamesmanship that goes on in one of these football games. I think that's. I don't remember if Barb had used a timeout already. I know they've burned 2 right there, but it may have burned 3 so far in the first half.
Well, I don't see it listed on the board, so.
No, and some of these boards are still messed up from the storm.
I don't see anything. So
there's there's a 0 next to Barb and 2 next to Sulphur's got 2 timeouts.
How can you read that?
Look to the right and left of the 740.
I did just a big blur to me. I can read the 16.
So that is going to be Barb's last time out of the first half.
Here we go. Let's see what we got.
We're gonna send the offense back on the field. I see Stelly. I see Trahan. Now Trahan is able to punt the ball. So we'll see if they stay in this formation or they got a wide out on the top. That's Hopkins. Wide out on the bottom. Now Trahan goes underneath steering. He's just trying to get him to jump off sides right here, I think. Doesn't get Barb to move at all. Play clock's winding down now. Inside 5 seconds to go.
No, they're going to take it.
Sulphur's going to call a timeout. Now I'm assuming they'll probably go and send the punt team out now.
They will, and then it's going to be a fake punt. And
I don't like burning a timeout right there, though. I mean, I don't know. You may need that timeout. There's a lot of, there's 7:40, to go into the second quarter.
The way that we're playing back and forth, you think you'd want to keep them, but.
So the Golden Tours use their second of 3 timeouts. They're currently trailing 16-14. As we mentioned, they're on their own 43-yard line.
Well, speaking of the Stelly boys, there's a lot of them out there, but Pops Jay, is probably on the sidelines walking around, and Jay has Spot, Stelly physical occupational therapy.
I want to thank them and also thank Rand Prince.
Yeah, Rand Prince. These guys do a lot for our football, all of our programs. And they do it very generously.
Rand Prince has his new building set up just catty corner across the street from CalChem Hospital. So go see either one of those guys.
Rehab,
Southwest Louisiana Rehab.
Yep,
Sulphur's going to move. Sulphur had a legal procedure. Looked like on maybe the far side offensive tackle.
It looked like 35 to me. I thought moved too.
Oh, interesting score. Iowa's leading Westlake 16-15 at half.
Nice.
So Iowa is currently undefeated on the year and had a big victory over the Golden Tours earlier this season. So from a power ranking standpoint, we want Iowa to continue winning ball games.
Absolutely.
But that game is at Iowa. Good friend of mine I work with, his son plays for them. So I appreciate Mike sending us that score.
Well, our good buddy Tommy John's doing a great job this year.
Yep, Tommy's doing a nice job there at the Iowa Yellow Jackets.
Another flag.
Paya's going to have a nice punt right here. We fielded a fair caught down about the 23-yard line.
About.
It was a quick flag as well. It's going to be a legal procedure on the Golden Tours.
Again.
They're gonna have Sulphur punt the ball again.
I'd imagine so. Yeah.
This
is the longest punt thread that
I see Coach Cottrell
been involved with.
Telling the referee to back him up and make him do it again. and was a relatively good punt, inside the 25-yard line. So he'll make them do that once again.
Bang, 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 bang.
Looks like he was on number 4, Peyton Lemaire. I'm thinking he wasn't up on the line of scrimmage. He's over there kind of talking to that referee right now.
You gotta have
Who
two
was
of
it
them
on?
on. You better step up.
Well,
Here we go.
usually they'll motion to the referee to
Yeah.
find out if they're on or off. And
You got 2 on now.
Lemaire goes in motion. Pius takes a low snap, picks it up. Nice job. I'll get a nice punt off.
Kick.
It's going to be caught at the 30-yard line. He's going to be quickly brought down. I think that was Grayson Stelly down there initially. It's going to be a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Like number 1.
Yeah, that's Grayson Stelly. So that's going to set up the Golden Tours now. 1st and 10. The Barbe Buccaneers 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line with 7:22 to go here in the second quarter. They lead the Golden Tours 16-14. Golden Tour defense is looking to come up with another big stop right here and give the ball back to their offense. So McLean brings the Barbe Buccaneers out. He'll have a single wide receiver up on the top. 2 here on the bottom. Ball's on the ground. Tries to hand off to Caesar, and the ball hits the ground.
McLean
falls back on the ball, but he's going to lose 2, maybe 3 on that play.
Yep.
If that ball doesn't bounce right back up to him, there's a couple Golden Tour
right next to him.
Defensemen in the backfield there as well. So that would have gotten interesting quick. So we're going to call it a loss of 3. It's going to set up a 2nd and 13.
3 receivers down here. We got 1. Oh.
Yeah, now Dylan Bird slides out there. But that's a mismatch right there. You got a linebacker.
Oh, yeah, on number 2.
Yeah, on Caesar, on number 6.
Caesar?
Yeah, he's the middle guy. So let's see if Barbe looks to run a quarterback keeper.
Hit him again.
Excuse me. It's going to be brought down by number 47. I think that's Trimmy on the tackle. It's going to be I don't even think he got a gain. I think he he lost a half a yard now that I'm seeing the spot. So ball's all the way back just inside the 30-yard line. 3rd down, the Barbe Buccaneers will need to reach their own 43.5. So they've got about 3rd and 14, a good, healthy 14. McLean drops back. He's looking over the middle of the field, and it's going to be a holding call, so it will come back. And boy, Sulphur got away with a holding call on number 6 there as well. And then some jawing by number 6. The Golden Tours really need to make sure we don't need another unsportsmanlike penalty in this situation. But it's going to be holding on the Barbe Buccaneers, and Sulphur would decline that penalty.
4th down.
That's going to set up a big 4th down. So the defense answers with a big 3-and-out right there. Yeah, one of the things the Golden Tours have to remember right here is they got to stay composed and stay playing their ball game and don't get into a bunch of mess with the Barbe Buccaneers, especially right there. Like I said, that was another, that happened to us earlier in the game that led to a Barbe touchdown drive. But we had 3-and-out, and it was going to be 4th down. They were going to have to punt, and we had a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. High snap. The punter brings it down. It's going to be a short. May got blocked. It's either blocked or a short punt. But it's going to take a Barbe Buccaneer bounce. It's going to go out of bounds, though, at the Golden Tour 43-yard line. So the Golden Tours are going to be set up with very nice field position with 5:51 to go here in the second quarter. Currently trailing the Barbe Buccaneers 16-14.
I'd like to see Trey Hand hook up with number 10, Hopkins.
Yeah, Hopkins doesn't have a catch so far tonight, and he's usually good for about 3 or 4 catches a game. So we'll see if they try to get him in some action here. Trahan takes a snap, looks back to his right. He's going to go deep. Just overthrows.
Just a little bit too much.
Look like number 11. I think that's Blaylock.
That's Blaylock. Boy, he had him.
Well, and that's pretty much the same pass play that he scored on a while ago.
Blaylock had a couple steps on him. But down here on the bottom, we had 2 receivers running into each other. I don't know what they were doing.
Well, and obviously one of them. If you got two of them,
I mean,
two of
they-
them next to each other, one of them's running the wrong
they
route.
literally
right
ran.
there. Yeah.
One should have been a short, maybe a high-low, but they take the same cut.
I'd like for us to see us also maybe try to get Vizier back involved in this game. He had that big
man.
catch early on for about 50-yard gain. He's going to run an option to the right. He's going to keep
Good job.
Trahan keeps the quarterback, cuts up the field.
Yeah.
It's going to set up a third and probably looks like a third and long 3. Now they're going to move it back. Wow, all the way to the 48-yard line. So that's going to set up now a 3rd and 5. Wow, that's from here at least looks like a bad spot. I thought he reached.
Yeah, it looked like he
I
was.
thought he didn't quite reach the 50, but
Yeah.
so 3rd and 5 now for the Golden Tours. Stelly, that was a wildcat formation. Stelly takes a snap, and the Barbe Buccaneers are ready for that play, and
they stood him up.
Stood him up for a gain of 1. So that's going to set up another 4th and 4. And I think the Golden Tours are just going to play field position right here. Your defense is playing well. Paez is kicking the ball well, so no need to go for it here with 4:47 to go in the second quarter. But look, our punt formation so far tonight, Tony, have given the Barbe defense fits.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what they choose to do right here.
And we got 4:32.
They're running Trahan back out as the up blocker. Man, that's a killer right there.
Yeah,
we have to use our
timeout.
We have to use our 3rd timeout on the daggum punt play once again. I'm probably not supposed to get so aggravated on this thing, but come on, man. We've just wasted 2 timeouts. The last 2 times we had the ball, we've wasted 2 timeouts on punts.
We're at 4:23. We're punting on 4th and 4.
Well, with 4:20
up 16-14.
4:23, if you hold them right there, you're going to get the ball back with a couple minutes to go, minimum, and you'll have 2 timeouts. 2 timeouts left. Well, now you've burnt those 2 timeouts. So I guarantee you, Coach Tower is not happy about that situation right there. But special teams coach has got to do a better job of getting the proper personnel on the field right there. And my thing is, if you're going to go for it, just leave the offense on the field.
Right, exactly.
Don't even send the punt team out there in that situation. Have your best situation for a first down, which is your offense on the field. But anyway, we'll move on. So Paez is back to take the snap. 4:23 to go here in the second quarter. We had a lineman move.
Jesus Christ.
I don't understand. It's going to be a fair call to 15.
I mean, we can't keep our feet still.
Well, we're trying to get too fancy. I mean, that right there, I mean, like I said, you had a lineman. He moved 3 different times over there. And then you had number 4 go in motion, which he's been going in motion all game.
Yeah.
But the lineman's got to just sit still. He's got to be still. I don't know why he keeps moving. So that definitely takes any kind of if you were thinking maybe a fake, that's going to take a fake out of play right here. It's going to be 4th and about 10, maybe 11. Let's see. 4th and 10. And, what's even the other big thing that goes unnoticed, he fair caught that ball at the 15-yard line.
Yes,
so, we had him inside the 20.
Let's see how Paez does now.
So Paez stands at his own 30. Low snap. Paez picks it up.
Oh, and see, look.
And it's going to be a short kick right there.
Yep.
It's going to take a big Golden Tour bounce on. It's picked up by a Barbe Buccaneer. He's across the 40.
He ran it out to the 43, 44-yard line. You believe that?
Well,
can you believe that turn of events?
When your special teams is not paying attention right there, that's exactly what happens. I see Ryan Days, ask about how many penalty yards does Sulphur have in the first half. I'm going to venture.
We'll get that for you, but I would say somewhere around 85.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're around 75 to 85, but probably we've had 2 penalties. One negated a touchdown, 42-yard touchdown, and the other penalty negated a 4th down for Barbe, and they went on to score a touchdown that drive. So
we have another one that just gave him 30 yards.
Barbe runs another screen to the top side. He's met
Nice-
right there by
nice
Dylan
hit.
Bird, number 40. Sulphur's having a lot of trouble lining up defensive backs to wide
Yeah.
receivers. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. But
Why
you
does
can't
giving-
leave these guys down here. Look,
Hmm.
you got one Cole Navarre's by
There's
himself,
still nobody
and you've
down
got
there.
two. Now you got to bring a safety over, but
I can't believe Sulphur. I mean, I'm surprised Barbe isn't it just running a straight play off of that because
I would
it's all
just a
going on
quick
right.
pass.
Well, it's going on right in front of the Barbe sidelines. The 2nd and 10, they have a handoff to the far
Nice,
side.
nice play.
He breaks an initial tackle. I think we're going to have a holding
Flag,
call.
Yep.
It's generally in the area of holding, either holding or hands to the face. Looks like it was going to be no gain on the play. So you're either going to have 2nd and 20 or 3rd and 10. I'm assuming Sulphur will move them back. There's 2 flags on. I see another flag on the far side. He's
Yep.
picking his up though. So let's see what the flag's for.
No, it's on soap. No,
Face mask
Yeah.
against the Golden Tours.
incidental.
So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And that's going to set up they'll replay the down.
Down here again, look, 2 receivers.
So that's going to set up second and 5. And now
What
Sulphur's
the-
going to jump off sides. Man, you kidding me? That's a straight discipline play right there. Your defensive coaches have got to instill more discipline in the defense. Barbe has done this for the last 30 years, what he's doing on offense. The only thing they don't do that they used to do, Tony, you remember when the defensive line used to shift
Yes.
and cause your offense
Here,
to jump?
That's time. 4th and 1.
So now we're going to jump again. This
Yep, that's Peyton Lemaire. You know, Massey was jumped previously. What was his name? Mark. Now we're up to about 105, Mark.
So we've got to, and you don't have a timeout to reset your defense because
No.
you burned timeouts on punt formations a while ago. So the defense has really got to step up right here now. 2nd and 5. I don't blame McLean. McLean tries to get him a jump one more time.
Shoot,
but,
yeah, I would do it all the way down the field.
Golden Tours sit right there. So he looks to the sideline to get his play now. 2nd and 5 from the 43-yard line. 2:55 to go.
God, there we go. But he moved. It's on Barbe.
So now we got a legal procedure on the left offensive tackle. So the Golden Tours will get that 5 yards back. So it'll be 1st and 10 now. Boy, the other thing this does, Tony, just gets your offense and your defense out of rhythm. So that's why I was mentioning a lot of this is going to depend on which unit right here is able to make their adjustments after all these penalties. So 1st and 10 now at the 47-yard line. Barbe currently leads 16-14 with 2:30 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Levi goes in motion. Now he sets up top with 3 wideouts up there. Yeah, Levi ran a little out pattern, a little 5-yard out right there, and
Just a little
quarterback
off on the
wasn't. Yeah,
pass.
quarterback wasn't able to connect out with him. That's a nice play though. They had 3 wide receivers over there. They send 2 guys deep, and like I say, Levi just runs a little 5-yard out pattern, and just as nice of a job though by the defense because we were right there with him, with Levi. It's tough when he breaks that pattern off. It's tough for that defensive back to stay with him right there. I've been very impressed with like I said, his Barbe offense so far tonight. Run a little reverse play.
Got a little flag here on the.
Yeah, I think
on the bottom.
it's going to be either legal formation or legal procedure right there.
Well, they're taking every opportunity to throw number 2 around, but
But he's Tony. You have to though. He
He-
is so tough to bring down.
he,
And no disrespect
is.
to him,
No,
but he's
he-
not a big guy.
well, he's got some big legs.
Yeah,
Powerful legs.
yeah. Him and Caesar in the backfield.
Yeah. Yep.
So what would have been a 1st down for Barbe is going to result in let's see, a mark off of at least 5. I believe it's 5.
Mhm.
So that's going to be a 2nd and 15 now. 2:16 to go here in the quarter.
Well, that time's going slow, huh? I don't know what they're conferring with now.
No, what's interesting too, they're talking to the far side judge. He wasn't even unless the Sulphur coaches asked him something.
Yeah, must have.
he went to try to get an answer for him because, like I said, none of the play. No, he's got a flag down over there as well. He just picked it up. So
Could have been that sideline warning.
now they're marking the ball.
What's the penalty?
I wasn't watching the white hat. Now they're marking off against Sulphur, 15 yards against Sulphur.
They're ridiculous. And no call by the white hat.
No, I think he did. I think we just I don't think we were paying attention because I thought it was just a one penalty.
Jesus.
So that's going to result in a first down, another first down for the Barbe Buccaneers via penalty at the Golden Tour 37-yard line, 2:16 to go here in the quarter. I'm assuming it had to be something on the coaching staff over there. I didn't see any activity at all with the players on that far side of the field. They ran the ball toward us on the near side right here. McLean Barks' account doesn't get any movement, so he'll look to the bench now to get his play in. 3 wideouts on the right, on his right, 1 at the top on his left. Drops back to pass. Looking over the middle of the field. Now he looks to his right. He's got Levi open down there. Nice job by the Golden Tour defense. And it's also a nice job by Levi because there's another flag down as well, holding. But that was going to be an interception right there. Ball was a little bit underthrown, and the Barbe wide receiver goes up and not only breaks up the pass, but almost comes down with the reception. But it wouldn't have mattered. It was coming back anyway. Like I said, it was a holding call on Barbe. In high school now, that's a spot foul, if I'm thinking right. So that's going to move them all the way back now to the 49-yard line.
Jesus. Yeah. Well,
they need to reach the 27. So 23, that's a 20. So it's going to be first and 24.
But this is the plays of the down and distance that's given Sulphur fits all year. We handled the 3rd and 3 pretty well.
So first and 24 now. Barbe's at their own 49-yard line. They'll hand off up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles. He's met by. It's probably high. It's got to be Hyatt right there.
Wow!
I see 5 doing a little jog out of there. Colin Hyatt decides to wake Mr. Caesar up at the 48-yard line. It's going to be a short gain of 3. That's going to set up a now 2nd and 21. Clock continues to wind.
That's a tough pass. They haven't completed one of those all night.
Not only is that a tough pass, that's going to stop the clock now with 1:40 to go. I thought Barbe may take a safer pass play where he stays in bounds for a completion and let the clock continue to wind. So that's going to set up a 3rd and we'll call it a 3rd and 21 from the Golden Tour 48-yard line. Barbe leads 16-14. We have 1:40 to go. Man in motion for Barbe. Now he's going to come set at the bottom. Quarterback takes a snap, drops back to pass. He's looking toward the middle of the field. Those are short pass plays. It's going to be a loss of 1 right there.
Well played by Sulphur.
Yeah, it's going to be Dylan Bird right there is on the tackle.
Grayson Stelly with him.
So that's going to set up a 4th down now. Golden Tour should get the ball back with, for some reason, the clock stopped running. Now, we'll take that. But they're going to get the ball. If the clock starts again, that was an incomplete pass.
You dropped it?
Yeah, he must have dropped it. Oh, no, now the clock's running again.
Let's see if, who's that?
They're going to get the
Lemaire.
Yeah, we've got 12 players on defense. You can't. I don't know who's running special teams for us tonight, but they're having their problems.
Defensively, yes. Special teams, we've had some issues.
I don't see a flag got dropped, but I think they've called the penalty on Sulphur for 12 illegal participation. But Barbe is going to better run the clock down to right about 45 seconds to go before they have to snap it. So the Golden Tour's return man set up down inside his right at the 6-yard line now.
I mean, remember now his last kick, he kicked about 15 yards and then bounced another 15.
That's another one I don't understand. So Barbe,
Yeah.
they're going to cost themselves that 5 yards. Why not snap it with 1 or 2 seconds to go? I think that's what Contreras pointing to his punter,
Yeah.
telling him to, snap the ball. You can see the play clock. So that's going to move the game clock down to 49 seconds to go. But it stopped. The penalty stops the clock. So it won't restart right here. So Sulphur's going to get the ball back with about 40, maybe 45 seconds at the most. It's going to be another high pump, but the Buck punter does a nice job. Nice low kick right there.
Yeah, buddy.
Takes a little sideways bounce right there. Goes out of bounds at about the 14-yard line, 15-yard line. So let's see if with no timeouts, only 41 seconds. Not sure. Sulphur may be content to go inside. They may try to bust a running play right here. And if they're able to get some good positive yardage, then they'll kind of go into their 2-minute offense. But if they don't break a nice play on first down, then they'll probably kneel it, just go into half.
Yeah, well.
But let's see what Coach Towery chooses to do right here. As we mentioned, 41 seconds to go.
Should be a
Trahan's going to hand off to Stelly he's hands off Stelly up the middle, breaks a tackle. He's across the he's going to be a yard short of a first down. That's going to bring us to the end of the first. They're going to give him a first down. So that'll stop the clock. I see him waving the chains. So that stopped the clock now. 33 seconds to go. Sulphur needs to be up on the ball so they can immediately spike it if they're going to try to do anything right here, but they may just let the clock run out. Now they're pretty much going to have to let it run out unless they complete a very, very long pass play here, or run play, should I say. Trahan takes a snap. He's going to hand off to Stelly up the middle of the field again. He's across the 30, across the 35. He's going to be brought down about the 37-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Golden Tours. And it also stops the clock once again with 16 seconds to go. But Trahan's not even in the huddle. So I think we're just going to run the clock out, I guess. Yeah, so we're just going to run the clock out. So that's going to bring us to an end of a very exciting first half of play. The Barbe Buccaneers lead the visiting Sulphur Golden Tours 16-14. And both teams will probably just move to their end zones and take a quick break. Tony, we'll talk about, I was going to try to do a better job of keeping up with some stats, but
man,
I wasn't able to, but the Golden Tours got things started with 2 plays going 76 yards for their first score of the game. And then 2 drives later, Tag Stelly goes 85 yards for a touchdown run. So that's the two touchdowns for the Golden Tours.
Well, it started out a foot race, and then the defenses kind of came alive. Penalties, a lot of penalties.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the story of the second quarter. Mainly for the Sulphur Golden Tours, but really for both teams. There was a lot of penalties thrown here. It looks like
that Sulphur Band of Pride is about to perform.
Yeah, the Golden Tour marching band is coming out.
Shout out to my baby girl, Bryce Trahan, and Holly Beth Land for coaching up these beautiful Twisters from Sulphur High School. And
so the Twisters are getting ready to go to.
Shout out to Mr. McMillan. There's not a band around better than Sulphur High's.
But the Twisters are getting ready to go to nationals in Florida around Mardi Gras.
January. I think it's January. Yeah, somewhere around there.
So the girls are busy getting ready for that. But Barbe gracious enough to give the visiting school some time here at halftime tonight.
I'd like to congratulate both Twisters and the Bluebells. Put on some events locally to help raise money for their trips and costumes, and the community in Lake Charles and in Sulphur came out and helped out tremendously. I want to thank them as well. 2 great fun events. I think the Twisters did Dancing with the Stars. and the Bluebells did America's Got Talent.
And I see the Barbe band is getting set up to come on the field as well. So it looks like we'll get to see both
Good.
both bands at halftime tonight. Of what's been, like I say, a very entertaining game so far. You know, we don't have any stats in front of us, but you know, we've kind of been talking about, you know, one of the big negative stats for Sulphur is the penalty yards. You know, they've got to do a better job, not only penalty yards, but there's been a couple plays that we didn't have guys set up in the right position, or you know, we had to punt late in the second quarter that they would have downed inside the 15, but we couldn't get one of our linemen lined up correctly, you know, for a flag as well. So obviously we had a 42-yard touchdown pass call back for a flag. And
a lot of those are all self-imposed, and these guys are they're not thinking, you know. I don't, you know, killed some of our drives on offense. Defensively, we've, you know, extended some of Barbe's drives and allowed them to score.
When that goes back,
been a little off for us.
That goes back to one of the things we talked about. You know, when one of the reasons Coach Tower was trying to keep it as a, you know, the team philosophy as a normal regular game.
Sure.
Because you know, you start getting too hyped up and too excited, and you start having penalties and, you know, jumping off sides. And so
Don, look, we've got our and this is how Mitch wanted me to introduce him. Special halftime guest, the legendary Mark Judson. He's going to talk to us about the new Ask a Lawyer call-in talk show called Law Talk.
Well, thanks for having me,
Sir,
guys. It's great to
let us know about it, because we need the phone number.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, it's 337-706-0133, 337-706-0133.
I'm going to write that down. We're going to announce it.
Yeah, that's right. 337-706-0133. And by the way, man, what a crazy game. It always is. But
incredible.
Man, well, yeah, that's right. You got it right. Well, another thing that's crazy is awareness of how to get some reasonable, you know, legal representation. You know, the Southwest Louisiana Law Center is what I work on. The you know, my true calling in life and my true purpose and mission in life is to be the radio play-by-play announcer for Barbe High School football. But meanwhile, you got to pay the bills, right? So my day job is I'm the executive director of the Southwest Louisiana Law Center. Appear a lot in Judge Mitch Redd's court.
Okay.
And what we do is we help the under-resourced with civil legal needs, you know, civil legal representation. We're not free. We're not free legal aid. The problem with legal aid is that they only take people whose income is 125% of the poverty level. And that's pretty low. You know, it doesn't take much to make more than 125% of the poverty level. So what we do is we help the people who are too rich for free legal aid. If you're too rich for free legal aid, we can jump in and help. We charge our clients money. We charge it on a sliding scale. And we call it low bono, not pro bono.
I like it.
Yeah. So we help people who have sincere legal needs, but just cannot afford to pay a private attorney. And we help those situations where a little bit of representation has some impact. You know, our legal system, maligned as it is still the best in the world. The American civil justice system. I mean, if we didn't have a civil justice system or North Korea or China or Cuba, you know, maligned as it is, we're still the best in the world. But it works pretty well if both sides are equally resourced, right? So if both sides are poor,
yes, sir,
still works okay. Both sides mediocre, works okay. Both sides equally resourced, you still should get a fair result. But as with anything in life, when you have incongruency, when one side is resourced and the other side is under-resourced, then it gets out of whack, you know, and that's true in anything in life. It's true in business. It's true in politics. It's true in world and global armies. It's true in college football. You know, the over-resource can really take advantage of the under. So what we do is we level the playing field.
Yes, sir.
We level the playing field so everybody get a fair shake, get their case heard,
okay,
and get it presented. Well, one of the things we're doing to bring some awareness is we're starting a new radio call-in talk show, and it's called Law Talk, right? And so it's going to be Saturdays at 2:00. So right before the LSU Ole Miss kickoff, you can catch about 30 minutes of it from 2 to 3. And if LSU is not doing any good, just stay tuned.
There you go.
But 2 to 3.
Predict the win.
2 to 3. Hey, I think if LSU can run the ball and possess it away from Ole Miss, I think they can do it. You know, if Ole Miss scores a lot, could be trouble. But in any event, Law Talk is going to be on from 2 to 3. And you can hear it on the radio station that Barbe broadcast on. It's 104.1 FM. So 104.1 FM. That's the Southwest Louisiana version, but we're also going to be simulcast on 98.5 FM in Lafayette, 1520 AM out of Lafayette. And of course, you can download the app. The app is News Talk 1041 FM. So we're on the air from 2 to 3. You call in at 337 706 0133. Myself and a great lawyer, Jonathan Fontenot, Jonathan Cameron Parish native.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He's the guy, former felony prosecutor, knows how to hunt, knows how to fish.
He can fish.
Knows all the legal ramifications of game warden stuff. And, just a great guy. Good
He is a great guy.
Native of Cameron Parish and a longtime lawyer.
Known him a long time.
Well, in spite of all that, we're going to put him on the air anyway. And he's going to really help. And we're going to field viewers' questions, and we're going to try to give them some general guidance and general information. Maybe try to make it a little bit entertaining as well. So it's Law Talk. It's Saturdays at 2 to 3, and we invite everybody to tune into 104.1 FM and listen to it a little bit, and maybe call in and get a little.
I love it, and we'll kind of go through over a few times in the second half, so that people will hear it.
I don't think you're going to have time.
Oh yeah, if we have another punt sequence like we just did, I mean that took 30 minutes.
We got kind of worn out. What is that? 3 timeouts and all for naught, and then I thought we had kind of a ground.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that cool. These new lights we got, courtesy of Rita. We got some flashing lights.
So is this Barbe and Sulphur together?
It's Barbe, Sulphur, and McNeese. McNeese State.
Wow.
Barbe Sulphur is such a big deal that the McNeese State University marching band, they're playing Jolie Blanc right now. So the McNeese State marching band always comes to this game. It's a new tradition. It's one of Daryl Burkell's innovations. And give a listen.
I love it. Yeah.
He's not only a great fan of high school football and athletics in the area.
He's an official.
He's also an official.
Yeah, he's a really great guy. I like Burkell.
Good innovator. He understands that Barbe Sulphur is a big deal. It's a big game in Calcasieu Parish. It's a great recruiting opportunity for students to McNeese and for the McNeese band. And so you got the Barbe band, you got the Sulphur band, and you got the McNeese band. And how cool is that? The whole
the
football
Bluebells, you have the Twisters.
Yeah.
Oh, the kickers are here?
Yeah, they are. So, man, you got to. I mean, this field is full of. This is bigger than the Tiger Band. It's a huge. The field is just full. We got 3 bands on the field. It fills up the entire field. It's really good. Yeah, perfect night for football. The game is very entertaining and interesting. Far from perfect, but the imperfections is what makes the game interesting. So, listen, I appreciate.
This is a typical Sulphur Barbe game.
It has.
They're going to hit each other hard.
That's right.
And freaky things are going to happen.
I saw in the American press that the last 4 or 5 games all decided by 7 points or less, so it looks like we're heading in that direction tonight. But, hey, fellas, I really appreciate you letting me come in and have a little time on y'all's broadcast. It's nice. Appreciate you giving me the time. Why isn't Mitch Red here tonight? What'd y'all do?
Don sent him to Tech, I believe.
I'm assuming he's at Tech for Tech homecoming. He probably is listening right now.
And he's taking notes. Mitch is taking notes.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
So he can critique us. Mitch does a really good job.
He was so excited when you guys started doing this broadcast. And he said, give me some tips. I've been doing this Barbe thing for this is my 24th year to do radio play-by-play for, 23 seasons because we didn't have one last year. But 24 years. And I can't remember the Sulphur, but a kid named Ryan Corcoran was the Barbe quarterback when he was a senior. He later finished his college football career at McNeese, kind of in a backup 2 quarterback system. And great. I think Sulphur won that year, if I remember correctly.
I was just telling Don earlier in the first quarter. I think Barbe one of them threw a backwards. Sulphur threw a backwards pass.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1992. I was sitting in the stands. It's cold. Sulphur Barbe. Chad Cooley is the running back. Mike Williamson throws a backwards pass. Chad just looks at it. Kyle Simon picks it up, runs it back 70, 80 yards for a touchdown. Sulphur goes up, and about 30 seconds left, Corey Stewart dropped the ball and going across the middle, wide open, and Sulphur won. And that's when I fell in love with Sulphur football, and unbelievable game.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've missed any since then.
No, you guys don't. You know, Matt Walker Stadium still the best venue. You know, you guys we travel around. We see a lot of stadiums. West Monroe's a great program,
Sure.
but it's not the same as Matt Walker Stadium. I mean, it's all football, the no track, and just
the football, the baseball in our area. Don and I talked about it one time. I mean, where else in the state do you have Sam Houston baseball, Sam Houston Barbe? So they're always powerhouses. Same thing in football.
right,
They're generally always really strong teams around here.
right.
Throw St. Louis in the mix.
Yeah, there's
Highway this year.
Lake Charles College Prep, new
College
team on the
Prep,
season.
yeah.
They're doing it. The Westlake having a good year. Yeah, it is.
We're spoiled.
Yeah, we are. We are. Just rough hurricanes have affected us. You know, as we said, it's like you got to remember, Coach DeMary, our defensive coordinator, was saying, you got to remember these kids didn't have a JV year to learn how to play football. So they're making JV type mistakes. And so, like, you know, a Hurricane Laura senior is everybody else's junior. Hurricane Laura's juniors, everybody else's sophomore. Hurricane sophomores. We have 2 freshman starters. And I can't remember Barbe having a freshman starter since a guy named Justin Vincent that played football at LSU.
Yep, great guy.
And then Trey Quinn, receiver. He was all state as a starter.
Yep. so Don and I are just really impressed with the what's his name, Charlie Caesar's son, Caesar.
Oh yeah, Thailand Caesar. Yeah.
And the other running back, number 2,
Levi.
Unbelievable.
Caesar's a senior, and Jamal Levi is just a speedster, and he's a junior, so he'll be back next year. In fact, most of our players will be back because we have so few seniors.
That's what we have 9.
Yeah, same deal. So
That's
we're all going to be in good shape next year.
Yeah,
but this year is just sort of a recovery from the hurricane year.
impressive running backs.
Yeah, COVID and hurricanes and all that. It's just tough. All right. Listen, fellas, I better get back over in that bar booth. They're going to think y'all
hello.
They're going to think y'all recruited me away.
Come join us.
I will. Matt Walker Stadium. We always look for. Hey guys, thanks. Have a great second half, and hope you don't win, but otherwise enjoy that.
Good luck to you.
All right, thank you. Law Talk, 2:00 on Saturdays.
We got it.
Appreciate it.
So Tony, how about let's take a quick break for a few minutes. I see the clock's at 6:22 to go. Both teams are kind of warming up for the second half, but we're going to take a quick break, get a sip of water, and kind of collect our thoughts and our breath. Woo! What a first half. So we'll take a break. We'll be back with you. So Don Martin and Tony Tremonti returning for the second half.
Hey.
What's been a very, like I say, entertaining ball game. Tony, let's real fast, Tony, in case we get too busy or forget. Give us the information that Mark Judson passed.
Oh yeah,
along.
look, Mr. Judson came in. Mark Judson. It's a new a radio show, Ask a Lawyer, called Law Talk. Saturdays from 2 to 3 o'clock. You call in this number 337-706-0133. It'll be on 104.1 FM, which is the Barbe home channel, 98.5 FM, and 1520 AM.
Tony, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, how many
It
times?
really is.
How many times are we sitting there? We're going, man. I wonder what. Man, could this do
Sure.
that, not? And we're like, we can't call a lawyer,
Right. Well, now you can.
Yeah, now you can.
And it's not a free service, but basically they're there to provide from what I got of competent legal advice for somebody who otherwise couldn't afford to pay a high dollar lawyer.
Well, or as he mentioned
know.
you make too much money for free legal services,
Right,
but you
then
don't
you're
but you
stuck.
don't make enough money to afford one of the top lawyers in
Sure.
the area. So
And then these guys get together and answer questions. Jonathan Fontenot, an attorney, avid sportsman, will be on the show with them. I love Jonathan. I sold him one of his first trucks at Billy Navarre as a young man, and he neglected to tell me that he had some bait shrimp under the seat when I went to appraise the truck. And I smelled like bait shrimp all day. Thank you, Jonathan. I still love you, but wow. Give those guys a call, 706-0133, Saturday, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
And we also want to thank the Barbe Buccaneers hospitality at halftime. Not only was I don't know what Barbe's band's called, but the Barbe band was out there with the Bluebells, but they also had the Sulphur
The Sulphur Band of Pride.
Sulphur Golden Tour Band of Pride and the Twisters, along with the McNeese Band and the
Kickers.
Cowgirl Kickers. So for a big halftime show, I guess you would say. So
Really cool light
yeah.
shows with the new stadium
so
lights.
Barbe's got, so if you didn't realize, I don't think Barbe started the season off. They may have played some day games. They didn't have lights at all. And I think they got installed maybe just a couple weeks ago, but they've got the new LED lights that can get turned off and on. And so it was a pretty neat little halftime show. But
At first, I thought the lights were going out, Don. I thought, whoa.
So
get the generator going.
Getting ready to kick off the second half now. Sulphur will be kicking. Barbe won the toss at the beginning of the game and deferred. So Sulphur will be kicking from our right to our left. Paez is out there for the kick. It's going to be a fairly deep kick. Oh, no, it's an up kick called the 25. And Grayson Stelly right there is there to make the tackle at the 30-yard line for a gain of only about 2 yards on that return.
Yep, that's how they did our first, kind of like a little pooch kick. I guess to keep it away from Levi and Caesar that were back there.
So, Tony, I'll apologize real fast as well, man. We kind of get involved in these ball games sometimes. And like I said, we both coached it and both had kids that played the game. So, sometimes I kind of tend to call it as we see it.
That's okay, man.
Barbe's going to hand the ball up the middle right there. It's going to be a nice gain there by Caesar. He's going to be all the way out to the 37-yard line.
At the end of the day, Don, we love Sulphur High football. And, sometimes you just have to say it and it hurts, but, we didn't play that well that second quarter.
Second quarter, yeah, we really just got real sloppy. So 2nd and 3. It's going to be a one hopper. And in game of football, that one hopper is called an incomplete pass to Levi.
Incomplete pass. That's
been a great matchup. Grayson Stelly with number 2 Levi out there. And if you're watching the game or if you're here at the game and maybe listening to our broadcast, keep your eye on those 2 young men as they've been battling all game. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 3 now. A little surprised there McLean didn't bark something out and try to get Sulphur to jump. But he looks to the sidelines to get his play. Barbe have 4 wideouts. He'll take the handoff. He hands the ball to Caesar.
Oh.
Caesar is just going to barely get to the first down.
He got it, but he paid for it.
Yeah, he needed to get to the 40, and he got about to the 40 and a half, and there was somebody there, a Golden Tour, waiting on him.
It was number 5. That would be Hyatt?
And they bring him down. we're going to call it about the 40.5-yard line, but it is enough for a Barbe their first down of the second half. Barbe's on their opening drive of the second half after receiving the kickoff. McLean takes a snap and hands the ball up the middle again.
Man.
About the third straight.
I'll tell you what.
3 out of 4 plays have been that little same running play.
Well, you know, if you're here, if you're listening while you're here, if you're watching, watch that defensive line and offensive line go at it.
Yeah,
man.
they're really battling here tonight.
They are hitting each other.
Now we got a flag. I don't know what happened there. Barbe's acting like it's against Sulphur. But they barely broke the huddles.
Officials pointing to Sulphur.
I see the flag down, but I don't know what happened. I see Trimmy walking off like to the Sulphur sideline like he can't believe what they just called. I honestly didn't see what happened. It's a dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Sulphur. Man, here we go again. I mean, we just talked about that. I see him. Looks like he's talking to Dylan Bird right there. But Trimmy's coming out of the game. I think it may have been on Trimmy.
Yeah, he had to have said something to the bar player, or Towery's getting with him right now.
Well, they're going to call that close in this game, and we've already seen it called several times tonight. Just
here he comes. No,
they've got to keep their mouth shut and just play the game.
Towery said, "Where you going, son? Come stand back over here."
So it looks like the side judge is a little late getting set up. This officiating crew tonight has been very, very choppy. Yeah,
to say the least.
I mean, just a lot of stoppages in play, and I mean, it's tough for either team to get some consistency going. No, not whatsoever. So let's reset things. 1st and 10 now at the Golden Tour 41-yard line. 10:20 to go here in this third quarter. McLean wanted to throw a screen pass to his right. The pressure's there. Yeah, they're going to call lineman downfield. They've got some linemen that are right at 10 yards down the field.
Yeah.
But what he wanted to throw the screen pass here to the near side of the field, and the Golden Tour defense was all over that. So he rolled to the other side. Well, as an offensive lineman, you counting in your head.
Yeah, you're blocking for a certain amount of time.
You count for about 4 seconds and you release the block because you're assuming that the pass has been thrown to the running back behind you. So you can't really fault the offensive lineman there. What you can credit is the Golden Tour defense because they really ran Barbe into a penalty right there. The pass had fell incomplete, but Sulphur is going to march him back 5 yards. That's actually a 6-yard penalty. That's weird. So it's 1st and 16. He's going to respot it now. This side judge is like, wait a minute.
You got to be on the side, buddy.
Because they were on the 41-yard line. He moved up all the way back to the 47.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been very unimpressed with this staff here, this officiating staff tonight.
There you go. Hey, man, math is math, even in football.
Now it's correct. 1st and 15 now from the 46-yard line. So Barbe's going to have 3 wideouts on the top, 1 on the bottom. Caesar will be in the backfield with McLean at quarterback. He hands off to the far side to Caesar. Tries to get around the end. He cuts it back up the field. He's going to just about get that 5 yards back. Looks like he's only going to get 4. So that's going to result in a 2nd and 11. But it's going to be a gain of 4 on 1st down for Caesar.
Running the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he just he's got that low center of gravity to him, and he keeps everything kind of under control. So when he's ready to cut back into that hole right there, there's no wasted motion by Mr. Caesar at all. So 2nd and 11 now at the 42-yard line. McLean takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's got bootleg to the far side. Golden Tours are all over that play.
Wow.
Now we have another flag. There's no one over here. I don't know what he just called. Oh, a lineman down the field. So once again, McLean went to throw that ball, and the Tour defender jumped in the air, and so he had to hold on to the ball longer than he wanted to. And I guess one of them linemen released again. But that's going to be another 5-yard penalty.
Probably 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And I think it was 2nd and 11. So that's going to be, excuse me, I move it back 5. So it'd be 2nd and 16 now. Barbe, I mean, Sulphur looked very sketchy early in the game on the screen pass plays, and they've done a much better job of making their adjustment and defending that play. Oh, Sulphur declined the penalty, so it was 3rd and 11 now. So now we're going to get them 5 yards on now.
Well,
Illegal
procedure.
procedure. So it's going to be 3rd and 16. Now they'll move back all the way to the 47-yard line. So that was an incomplete pass. Like I said, the Golden Tours declined the penalty. So that moves Barbe back, but the legal procedure call on 3rd down. So 9:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Barbe is set up at the Golden Tour 47-yard line, 3rd and 16. Golden Tours go their dime package. You only have 3 down linemen in the game. Barbe resets their wide receivers to opposite sides of the field from where they started. McLean hands off to Caesar. It's going to be a reverse.
Oh.
McLean's going to actually throw the ball. He's got a receiver wide open. He catches the ball at the 5-yard line.
Little flea flicker.
Well, it looks like the Sulphur defender that was trying to cover him is down with an injury. The play took a lot of time to develop, so I was very surprised that he couldn't get there to make that play, and now I see why. I don't have a number yet. I know that was a great catch. It looks like a cramp. The pass was actually short, and the Barbe wide receiver
had to come back for
probably
it.
tight end, kind of had to come back and kind of catch the ball directly over his head right there. It was a nice reception there by Barbe.
Yeah,
that's going to
one
set him
play
up.
You can't let them.
No, and it's 3rd and 16.
Have that, yeah.
3rd and 16.
I said it earlier. We've been doing well on 3rd and 5. But it's that 3rd and plus 10 that we get burned on.
Well, and Sulphur plays a lot of man-to-man coverage. So I mean, the defender there had no help, and once he cramps up and the receiver gets behind him, they're lucky. It wasn't a touchdown.
The only number I don't see is 17. Or do you see a 17?
Navarre.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I just can't see that far, but.
So I Sulphur's dealing, like I said, I think just a cramp.
I don't see number 1 either.
Great. I think he was too big to be Grayson. No disrespect, Grayson, but So let's talk about some of our sponsors. Hollywood Barbershop, Troy Darby over on City Service Highway. Go see Troy Darby for not only for men's haircuts, but Troy has a couple a couple young ladies in there cutting hair as well. So for men or women, go see Troy Darby for your hair cutting needs. Wendy and Mike Kuntz with Cajun Monograms right there, a block or so from the high school.
Yep, right there
on Cypress Street. So go see those guys. David Missy with Missy's Grocery. For any of your needs, go see David Missy with Missy's Grocery.
Yeah, he'll take care of you. He'll pre-cut your meat for your jambalaya, your gumbos.
Yeah, if you want a jambalaya, you go over there and you tell David you want it cut and seasoned like Don Martin.
That's right.
And David, good friend of mine, David takes care of all me and Tony's cooking needs, and David will take great care of you over there.
They have great quality. You can't beat David's meat over there.
So. Walter Vincent, Patriot Construction. If you need any construction or dirt work needs, they mainly do with a lot of the bigger items. But go see Walter Vincent. That may be Grayson Stelly down. He's up walking. I still can't get a number though. So once again, that's going to set the Barbe Buccaneers 1st and goal now at the 6-yard line, Tony? 7-yard line?
Look 6.
With 9:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're Wildcat. Levi's going to take the snap. He's going to stay around the right end, cuts up the middle. It's going to be a touchdown for Barbe. So the Golden Tours did a nice job of defending that in the first half, but Levi got a little lane right there to run the ball. I think that was Levi, but got a lane right there and was able to punch it through for the Barbe Buccaneers. That's going to move it out to 22-14, and Barbe is on to kick the extra point. Snap is a little low. It's picked up. Kick's going to be up, and the kick looks to be good. So with 8:53 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Barbe Buccaneers take the opening drive of the second half and march it down the field and have extended their lead out to 23-14 over the visiting Sulphur Golden Tours.
Tell you what, man, those little running backs for Barbe there's something else.
Yeah, Levi and Caesar have really carried most of the load tonight for the Barbe Buccaneers, and at times the Sulphur Golden Tour defense has had answers for them. Really, I think have played a great game against them.
Yeah,
but just a couple times and a couple penalties have resulted in big plays for the Barbe Buccaneers. And we had a big turnover, which we didn't think was a fumble, but it was called a fumble, and Barbe got their first score from inside the 10-yard line to open up the game for their scoring. So Sulphur's just got to cut down on a few of their miscues right here. Still in this ball game, like I say, 23-14. It's a 9-point game. And they'll be they're set up for their opening drive of the second half as well. So the kick's going to be a relatively deep kick. It's collected about the 2-yard line, across the 10, across the 15. He's not able to get away from the Barbe defender right there, and he's brought down to about the 16-yard line. Well, one of the things, in my opinion, Tony, when you're returning that kick, do not stop. And he stopped right there to try to cut back.
Well, the only problem is
keep moving up the field.
Yeah, but they had a Barbe defender coming down pretty hard from the inside, and I don't think if he would have stopped, it'd been like running to a wall. It seems like somebody might turn the air on us off. So I'm going to crack this window open and get some air coming in, Don.
So it looks like he was out to the 17-yard line. So with 8:46 to go in the third quarter, the Golden Tours will set up for their first possession of the second half. Trahan's making sure he's got everyone lined up correctly for the play. Takes a snap, fakes the ball.
There we go.
He hits Blaylock over the middle of the field, and Blaylock drops the pass.
Dropped the ball.
Blaylock's going to have an easy 15 or 20-yard gain right there on that slant, and he may have even been able to split the defense and go the distance.
I don't know if he went the distance with that angle, but he would have picked up 15, 20 more yards. I was just about to say, man, they need also, we haven't looked at Vijay in a while.
Haven't looked at Vijay, and haven't seen Brady back in the game at running back either.
No.
After the early fumble in the game. So 2nd and 10 for the Golden Tours from their own 17-yard line. Trahan fakes a handoff, play action.
Nice throw.
He's looking to the left here to Blaylock.
Go.
And Blaylock drops it once again.
Wow. I'm telling he is.
That time Blaylock's going to he's going to easily be inside the Barbe 40-yard line. If he don't, he's only got one defender with him. He breaks a tackle, he scores very easily, and just isn't, man. Those are two plays right there that, if you're going to come in here and beat the Barbe Buccaneers on their own home field, really on any field, those are catches you got to make. And what's bad about that is, probably that slant play, that was probably a play where Towery had been sitting on all through the halftime.
Yeah, it was wide open.
Knowing that was going to work. And so 3rd and 10 now for the Golden Tours. Trahan's going to throw a screen back to his right. It's going to be quickly
right into the Barbe defender.
Yeah, there was one defensive end stayed at home on that side. And as soon as I think that was Hopkins on the catch. As soon as Hopkins makes the catch.
I don't know that I've seen a screen work all night.
No, we just, in my opinion, we've had trouble running the screen pass play all season long. We're just something that we're going to have to work on more in the offseason. But
they're going to go put some stickum on old Blaylock now. He pulled a couple Clifford Franklins and dropped that ball right in his hands. And
I would like to see us get Brady involved in that running game. Our offense seems to go a lot better when Brady and Stelly are both running the ball. So 4th down for the Tours, 4th and 9. Paez with a kick out to the 50-yard line. It's going to be fair caught, actually, at the Barbe 47-yard line.
We're also not seeing any Gage Trahan doing that read option.
No, he ran that one play, and we haven't seen that again as well either. So
kind of surprised that we hadn't seen that. He's very athletic.
Well, he's not a speedster. He's not going to go 80 or 90 yards.
We don't need him. We didn't go 10.
Right. So
8, 7.
But like you say, he's one of those guys that we haven't run that play enough that I would think it would somewhat catch the Barbe defense a little, not only off guard, but it kind of keeps that defense stretched out a little bit. So you're fixing to get a big dose of Caesar right here.
Oh,
so
yeah. Caesar and Levi.
if you're watching the game, so Barb starts out with 3 wideouts, and they bring in their closest wideout to that H-back position. And they're not doing anything fancy right there. He's just taking a snap and turning around and giving it to Caesar. He's going to gain 4, probably we'll call it 4 right there on first down. So he's 2nd and 6.
He's trying to get us to jump again.
But that Golden Tour defense, the defensive line is going to really have to stiffen up their necks here. You know, they got a 2-score lead right here. And they're just going to look. See, that's just a straight power dive play right there. He's across the 40, inside the 35. He's finally brought down to about the 31-yard line. And that's going to result in a first down.
Cool as the other side of the pillow.
Well, and what
that
happened?
Dude just put a move on, who is that, 6, Massey?
Yeah, and the 2 linebackers right there, they filled holes, but the holes they filled was not the hole that Caesar was running through. So once he gets through the line of scrimmage right there, there's no linebackers left to make any kind of tackle. So like I said, it results in a first down now, and the clock is running, 6:41 to go here in the third quarter. And Barbe is going to be very content right here to kind of flex their muscle with the running game, but also eat up a lot of clock if possible. Man, you know, Caesar goes to his left, gets through a little hole.
Well,
I mean, Dylan Bird's in the backfield trying to make a tackle, and he just kind of slips through right there, and he ends up gaining, I'm going to call it 2 yards on the play, but he should have been tackled for a 1-yard loss.
Right.
But he does a nice job of just falling forward and move. That's one of the things I like about, you know, the Brady running back for Sulphur. He finishes off plays falling forward. 2nd and 8 now for Barbe. McClain goes to pass.
Finally completed that pass, Don.
Yeah, that's a little timing route, probably to Levi over there. I can't get a number on that far side of the field, but that ball is out of the quarterback's hands before Levi ever makes his cut. And before he comes out of his pass route right there. And that's just a timing pitch and catch play that Barbe executed better than Sulphur. And that's going to result in another Barbe first down. We're going to call it down to the 11-yard line now. So Barbe will be able to get a first down at the 1-yard line. But it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 11 with 5:56 to go here in the third quarter. Barbe currently leads 23-14 over the Sulphur Tours. McClain's just getting the ball off to Caesar again. I mean, you know, he's getting 2 or 3 yards for wherever he's ever getting hit by a defender. He's going to gain 3 right there down to the 8-yard line. That's going to set up a 2nd and 7 now.
You know, and as the field shrinks, you got to use your boundaries as your friend. But they're not even.
Sulphur's got another player.
They're not even attempting to throw right now. I mean, they're just pounding it away.
Well, one of the things that's a little concerning for Sulphur is that they've had 3 or 4 players now go down with cramps. And so I haven't seen any of the Barbe players go down with cramps. So I don't know if, you know, it's going to start taking its toll on Sulphur. Obviously, the running game is starting to take its toll on the Sulphur defense.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a timeout in action now with 5:24 to go here in the third quarter. But looks like maybe Massey, number 6, but he's up and working his way off the field.
I think you pull Blaylock to the side, and he's running great routes. You know, all night he's running great routes. It's just, you know,
when you got
look it in
as open as he's getting, you got to keep throwing it to him as well.
That's exactly right, because he's getting that step that he needs, and
what may
he'll
be
catch it. He's a good receiver.
Yeah. What may be a situation is you just run him a little shorter route, you know, a little 3 or 4 yard route, just to get him a catch,
get him in his hands,
kind of get some confidence there, and get him back in the game plan here. So 2nd and 7 now for the Bucs, the Golden Tour 8-yard line. They hand off up to the Caesar up the middle. Finds a little hole on the left side. He's down inside the 5.
4 or 5 pickup.
Looks like he's going to get down to the 2. Needing the 1 for a first down. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 1 now at the Golden Tour 2-yard line.
You know, and now you as Sulphur, you got to start speeding things up on offense.
Yeah, because now
the
clock's working against you. If they're able to score another touchdown right here. If you hold them to a field goal, it remains a 2-touchdown game. But
nice stop by Sulphur.
Yeah, he's going to be stymied for no gain. He's met in the hole. Looks like Dylan Bird and Corey Hyatt. That's going to set up a 4th and 1 We'll see what Barbe chooses to do
Barb's
right
gonna
here.
go for that. They're not
Like I
gonna
say, a field goal still makes it a 2-touchdown score. So I think Barbe will go for it right here. And if they don't make it, I mean, it's Golden Tour. Yeah, we're gonna
make them
let's
drive
see.
98
Yeah, but
yards.
let's see if this is a play that they love to kind of bark. See if they can get that defense to jump. Sulphur's ready for it. So McLean looks over to the sideline to get the play.
Just got to watch that pitch.
They're gonna have that power play to the left right here. You see that H back. Now he's gonna move to his right to the wide
to
side
the
of the
wide
field.
side.
Now they move.
Barbe moved.
Legal proceeding. You saw the offensive coordinator.
Yep.
I don't know if he wanted to time out.
Yep.
He jumped, and when he jumped, this wide receiver jumped that's
Sure.
near the bar bench. So that's going to send the field goal team out now. It'd be 4th and 6. 4th and 6 from the 7-yard line.
From the 7 to the
They're on the left hash mark.
So
So
22-yard field goal for Galicia.
is that Sharon Galicia's son by chance? I wonder.
I don't know.
She's State Farm
It'd
agent.
be
in
about the
Sulphur.
right age, but
Sharon, and I'm trying to think of her husband's name.
Chad.
Chad, yeah. So it looks
That's
like Barb. I think Barb's going to call a timeout right here.
let's see.
No, I see the white hat telling him to get back. Oh, yeah, okay. The white hat was telling everybody to get back on the field. He didn't see the side judge call a timeout. So with 3:52 to go in the third quarter, Barb calls a timeout, looking to get their kicking
So
team.
Donna,
kind of
have we talked about our people over at Bowling Point or Hollier's?
No, two other sponsors of Golden Tour Athletics: Bowling Point on Beglis Parkway, and Hollier's Restaurant over on Roof Street in Sulphur. And while we're on Roof Street, we'll mention another sponsor of ours, Kevin Downs at
Can't
LeBlues
leave
Landing.
Kevin out. Kevin. Yeah, he's another good guy, man. He supports everything that we do over at Sulphur.
So we appreciate all their efforts throughout the school year. For like I said, we mentioned right now we're talking about football, obviously, but I mean, anytime we mention any of those guys, and we highly encourage our listeners, I mean, go see those guys and keep your business as local as possible, and mention that you heard about them on Tornado Radio Network, and because we rely on their sponsorships throughout the year for not only this but for a lot of Golden Tour athletic things. Looks like Barb's going to come out and go for it now. It's going to be 4th and 6 from their own 7-yard line. Let's see if they don't try to get that 5 yards back.
Oh,
Barb's going to jump again.
yep.
Now the white hat's just now starting to play. That's weird. So it's not a penalty.
No
Barb's going to
way.
go for it. That's okay. We're going to stop. I think stop him right here. Ball. Doesn't matter. It's 4th down, so it's going to be Golden Tour football either way. Thought maybe one of the Golden Tours was going to be able to scoop it up
That's
there.
what I was hoping.
So
Scoop and score on that one.
But I see 23 coming out of the bottom of that pile for the Golden Tours. That's Mr. Coleman. Haven't mentioned his name. That was the name we talked about early in the ball game. We haven't mentioned his name much tonight on defense, but don't know if he came up with the tackle or the ball right there. But either way, it's going to be Golden Tour football.
He sure came out like he did something.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Look what I did.
We're going to give him credit for it.
I got the ball.
So at the 25-yard line, the Golden Tours will be set up now 1st and 10, currently trailing 23-14 with 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. And that's another nice defensive stand. A couple nice defensive stands for the defense tonight for the Tours. Trahan remains at quarterback. He'll put Vizier in motion. He'll take the snap. He'll run the option right here. He's going to pitch to Stelly.
You go.
Looks like he's across the 30, or going to get pushed out maybe right at the 30. Going to be a gain of 5 on the play. I see. Yeah, it's right at the 30, so it's going to be a gain of 5 on first down. So this is the second and 5 now for the Golden Tours.
That's a nice run by Stelly. Nice play.
Tony, I
love Gage Trahan playing quarterback. He does a great job.
I think this is a big drive here for the Golden Tours. They went 3 and out. Last time they had the ball, Barb's been able to move the ball on both of their drives in the second half. And that Golden Tour defense needs some rest over there as well. He'll give the ball to Stelly off the left tackle. He's going to be up to the.
You got to face it. We're not getting beat up by Barbe.
No,
by Barb's defense. We're killing ourselves.
Yeah, we're beating ourselves with either sloppy play or penalties.
It drops.
but he gets to the 35-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Golden Tours.
I'm waiting for us to be able to call a game with our buddy Sam Bro as the official. It's that big boy running down the field, huh? He wouldn't cramp up.
So the Tours have 3 wideouts on the bottom. They'll throw a little screen pass to Ashton. It's going to be a fumble on the go. No, they call him down. They're going to call him down, but I think we're going to get either a holding or a block below the waist on Hopkins, number 10.
Whatever they can call on us, they're gonna make that call. Take your pick. Wave it off.
Oh, they're going to pick it up. So it's going to gain 3 yards on that play, so we'll take that. It's going to be 2nd and 7 now. 2:58 to go. I see Mr. Bruce, Bruce Merchant is calling the St. Louis game this weekend at Matt Walker. I see Leland on board is tuned into the game. Leland, we appreciate you tuning in, and glad we're able to bring the Sulphur Golden Tours to you tonight. So 2nd and 7. Trahan gets in with his play. Tony, I think you're right. I think we need to find Vizier. Austin goes in motion. Gonna fake the handoff. He got a little swing pass to Austin. He's got a lot of room to run over there. He's across the 45, across the 50. Looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the Barbe 48-yard line. And, credit Gage Trahan right there, though. Tony, we talked. Gage hit him on the run, and he hit him where he didn't have to make any. Yeah, he didn't have to make any adjustments.
I've been impressed with Gage.
And when you hit that receiver right there in stride, as you mentioned, I mean, he's got forward momentum going, and he's able to pick up nice yardage right there.
And the dude's going to play baseball at McNeese, right?
Yep, Gage Trahan committed to play baseball at McNeese. He's just a junior this year. Going to get the ball to Stelly. Didn't find a hole where he wanted to and cuts it a little bit to his left. He's going to gain we're going to call it a gain of 2. Reaches the 46-yard line. So that's going to be 2nd and 8 now for the Golden Tours.
Stelly said, "Hello, Mr. Brick Wall."
Yeah, I think this is going to be a perfect opportunity, though. You're going to fake that handoff. You see the freshman LaFleur checking into the game, number 40. I think it's 49 for the Golden Tours.
Dave, yeah.
That's David's son. Yeah. John David LaFleur, 49.
Built just like David.
Yeah. So he'll be at the top at a tight end position. You have 3 wide receivers here on the bottom. Stelly remains in the backfield.
There he goes.
Turns the wrong way. He fakes the handoff. LaFleur's open down there. He's hit inside the 20, inside the 10.
Play.
And he's going to be brought down to 6-yard line.
Way to go, LaFleur.
What I initially see.
No flag, clean. What a great play by Trahan.
John David LaFleur, just a freshman. He actually had his first career varsity catch last week on that same play against Como, and it resulted in a big first down inside the 10-yard line. And once again, he's got the Tours back inside the 10 this week. 1st and goal now from the 6.
Nice play.
Of a man in motion. Now hand the ball off to Stelly. Nice penetration there by the Barbe defensive line. There's nowhere for Stelly to go. He did good just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to set up a 2nd and goal from the 6 now with 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter.
I'd be looking for – how big is LaFleur?
He's 6'8", I think. 6'7" or 6'8".
Just throw the man the ball. He's a freshman.
I'd like to see him. They had some success running a little option play. I'll run that Wildcat last week in the Bayou Beds red zone. Chad Norwood with Bayou Beds. Trahan remains in at quarterback. He'll hand the ball off to Stelly. He's going to be in for a touchdown for the Golden Tours.
They needed that.
So Stelly just gets the ball in a little inside trap play, finds a little crease right there, and a
lot of push on that old line.
Offensive line does a great job right there of opening up the hole, and Mr. Stelly's able to capitalize. So with 29 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, the Golden Tours have cut the lead now to 23-20, and they'll be headed out for Paez will be headed out to attempt the extra point. Snap is there. Yep. Hold is down. Kick is up. The kick is going to be good by Mr. Paez. So with 29 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, the Sulphur Golden Tours have cut the Barbe Buccaneers lead to 23-21, coming to you from Barbe Stadium in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Tony, this
Dude,
is
they
definitely one that has lived up to everything we thought it would be.
Momentum back and forth. And
Well, as I mentioned, I think the other big thing about that drive right there is it let the defense get some rest. The defense had been on the field. First 10 minutes of the third quarter, the defense had probably been on the field eight and a half minutes of 10. And we talked about, a couple of the defenders cramping up and different things.
Yep.
And so that gives the defense a lot of time over there on the sidelines to get a little rest.
I tell you, they're fired up right now. I see a 3 and out coming.
Well, the other thing we talked about, Tony, with a young team like the Golden Tours, they've got to learn how to win games at the end and kind of close out games. And, they had a big victory over Lafayette. I think it's Lafayette High a couple games ago.
Mm-hmm.
And where it was, kind of back and forth in the fourth quarter. And really they kind of put Como away last week and as well. So definitely seeing a team that's maturing right here. And they're down by 2,
I don't feel like we're out of it.
No, we're definitely not out of it.
We are. I feel like this is our game. Nice kick by Paez.
Fielded inside the 10. They're going to fake a reverse. He's across the 10 now, across the 15, across the 20. He's going to be met.
It would be met rather hard.
Number
9.
I'd like to give him credit. Is that 99 or 89?
99.
That's Paez, the kicker.
Oh. He said, I will hit you.
So Mr. Paez makes the tackle at the 25-yard line. So with 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Barbe's going to take over on I believe, their third possession now of the third quarter at their own 25-yard line.
What a hit, man.
Well, if you're not familiar with Mr. Paez, I mean, he's a healthy young man.
Yeah, he is. I like him. I like him.
So when he gets that momentum going, I mean, he's going to bring a load with it. So McLean hands off to the near side. Caesar's going to be pushed out right about the 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him
4 or 5.
Yeah, he started at the 25. Looks like maybe the 24 he pushed out. So it's going to be a gain of 4 on first down. That also stops the clock now with 15 seconds to go. Let's see if it I don't remember if it'll rewind. No. So it'll be 15 seconds to go. So they have time for one more play. McLean hands the ball. Caesar up the middle. There's not
nowhere
a whole
to go
lot
there,
of place
buddy.
to run there. Still going to gain 2 yards, though, Tony. Up to the 20, up to the 32-yard line.
But take this 3 and out.
So it's going to set up a 3rd and 3, and we're going to go to the fourth quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, the home team, Barbe Buccaneers, lead the Sulphur Golden Tours 23-21, and just another one of them Calcasieu River East versus West battles that we've become accustomed to with these two teams.
Oh, man. What a game, Don.
Tony, I think I would have paid admission to get in and watch this game tonight.
Absolutely, man. We watch a lot of Sulphur Barbe, and they are doing some really big hitting tonight. I love it. And this LaFleur guy, Jesus, where's he been all my life? Come on, David.
Took him a little bit, took him a few games into the season to kind of, I'm sure get used to the varsity action and the varsity speed of things. And, as we were talking about earlier, we both had sons that played. And that's probably one of the first things they tell you when the first time they got varsity action was that the game went a lot faster than what they thought it would.
Very fast.
And so I think it took him just a couple games to get situated. But, man, what a big third down here for the Golden Tour defense. We're going to call it third and a long 3 or a sharp 4, however how you choose to
time to bow those necks, boys. Let's get in there.
Use it. But this will be the first play, of the fourth quarter. They'll hand the ball to the near
side.
side.
It out, stretch it out.
Yeah, the Golden Tours do a nice job right there.
There you go.
Tackle right there. The initial tackle was made by number 91, Landon Arant. Really makes that play right there. Landon's just a junior, but he strings that Caesar out right there, and he just never enables him to get back, get around the corner right there. And it's going to be a loss of 5 yards on the play.
I tell you, Coach Towery's done a great job with this defense.
That's going to set up a 4th and 8 now. Well, I think one of the big things you're seeing that Coach Towery, it's one of the things he talks about is he wants his teams to play tough. Wants them to play four quarters and wants them to play tough.
Well, it's returnable.
It's going to be a fair catch at the 36. Boy, yeah, he had some room to return that one.
You know, I was talking to Coach Tower just a few days ago, and we talked about, you know, when you mess up, you know, you're going to mess up. And he tells these guys, don't worry about it. Mess up going full speed.
Well, not only are you going to mess up, but you're going to the other team is going to make good plays.
That's right.
Mean, you're not going to make every play perfect, and they're not going to make every play imperfect. So, you know, sometimes you just got to take your hat off and congratulate them on a good play and move on to the next play.
Don't stand there watching. You go attack them. But you're right. And Barbe's made some really good plays tonight.
So the Golden Tours will take over with 11-11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Austin is in motion. They'll throw an inside screen. Looks like the Stelly breaks a couple tackles. He's across the 45, across the 50, breaks another tackle. He's inside the 30. He's pushed out about the 28-yard line. I'm sorry to our watchers there. I got a little bit.
I got excited.
I thought Mr. Stelly was gone. I was trying to get down there to the end zone for you to catch all the action, but he's going to be put. Looks like there was a fumble maybe on the play, but they're calling him down. So his ball's going to be spotted at the 31-yard line, but that's going to be a first down for your Golden Tours now with 10:59 to go in the fourth quarter, and the clock continues to run.
Waiting on the chain gang to get set up.
You see Austin, he's down here by himself, man-to-man with this one safety. Let's see if they don't look together. He's on the wide side of the field as well. This will be Tyree loves to throw toward the end zone right here after big first downs.
There you go,
He's on the slant play to Austin.
There you go, Blaylock.
Inside the 10.
We got a flag on the play here.
Not Blaylock. I'm sorry, Austin. Receiver downfield. God dog it. We're going to have an offensive lineman down the field. Once again, the Golden Tours are going to be set up first and goal inside the 10-yard line at the 6. And a penalty is going to bring the play back.
Yep.
So I said Austin, but it was Blaylock. You got Blaylock involved in the ball. You got exactly what you wanted down here. You had the wide side of the field. He had no safety help because the safety had to come down to cover him man-to-man.
And you had your corner playing 8 yards off the ball.
Well, no, it wasn't your corner. I said that was your safety. So your safety came over here to cover him, and so you had no safety help.
There was a safety on top, but I thought the corner was down here. No, you're right.
So first and 15 now at the 36-yard line. They'll throw that. That's a lateral. It's a good job by Austin to pick that ball up because that was a lateral right there.
I tell you, they got to get that ball in front of them. That's scary.
But it's going to be a gain of, we'll call it a gain of 2 maybe on the play. Moves up to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 14 now. So we've had one touchdown call back and another one inside the 10. Let's see if the Tours can overcome another penalty here tonight. Bizet in motion to the bottom.
Look at Blaylock.
Trahan looks to the right. He's got Blaylock open. He's got a step on him. Come here, touchdown, Golden Tours.
Touchdown, Sulphur. Touchdown, Blaylock.
So what a nice job. I mean, Blaylock's really had, we kind of mentioned he's had some struggles tonight hanging on to the ball, but they've kept going to him. We told him if he keeps getting open, Tony, you got to keep going at him.
He's always open. And he's always getting a step on the defender.
And he really just runs a straight little fly pattern right there. And he's, got 2 steps behind the defender, and it's a touchdown for the Golden Tours.
Yep,
Extra
Sulphur.
point is up and it's good. So with 9:42 to go here in the fourth quarter, the Sulphur Golden Tours take a 28-23 lead over the Barbe Buccaneers.
Sulphur's got a lot of momentum behind them right now. Defense playing great. Special teams playing great. They kept going back to Blaylock.
Well, I mean, they're not giving, in defense of the Barbe, whether it's a cornerback or a safety, they're not giving him any help. Blaylock has continued to beat him all game long.
And I think it's just the scheme because they're lining up 3 on the other side.
Yeah, he's here. He's down. Yeah, it's a great scheme by Sulphur, but at some point in time, Barbe's got to give that poor kid some help.
Yeah, they'll probably have to move a linebacker.
what
over there and
not only
they
that,
put
I
a
mean,
safety back.
and not only that, Blaylock's a big kid. I mean, he's 6 foot 6'1". So I mean, it's not so much that he's also necessarily he's faster than the defensive back. He's just a big physical receiver.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
So the Golden Tours are lined out.
Paez.
Kickoff from the 40-yard line. Kick's going to be down inside the 5, fielded at about the 2. We brought back across the 10, across the 15. He's met by a couple Golden Tour. I see number 4 right there making the initial hit, Peyton Lemaire.
But I tell you what, man, she says, look, I'm cool. I'm up.
So he's brought down at the 22. So at the 22-yard line, the Barbe Bucs will take over with 9:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Something they haven't been in a situation here in a while. They're currently down to the Sulphur Golden Tours, 28-23. Tony, we're down to 81 viewers from over 100 a while ago. I don't know how anyone would leave this ball game. McLean has a man in motion. That's Levi. He comes to the bottom side. They have 3 receivers down here on the bottom. McLean looks to his left. Levi runs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Boy, he breaks a couple tackles right there.
Yeah, boy, he had him dead to right.
As we mentioned, man, this young man, Levi, has just been a handful to bring down. We should have tackled him for about a 2-yard gain right there, and he ends up gaining 11 on the play for a first down for the Barbe Bucs. I mean, we had him bottled up, Tony. We had everything we needed on the defense right there, and that sucker still got away for a first down. So this has been a pretty standard formation for Barbe. Two wide receivers on the top, 2 on the bottom. McLean has play action. He rolls to the near side. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Oh, wow. Wow. He's pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And now they're going to call he's a live player right there. They're going to call a hit out of bounds on Trimmy.
Was it the quarterback running?
Yes, the quarterback was running, but he was still in bounds right there from my angle that we've got. It happened right in front of us. And he doesn't throw the flag until the Barbe coaches pitch a fit right there. Then suddenly, not only did they drop 1 flag, they drop 2 flags on the late hit. The back judge from 40 yards down the field decides he's going to get his flag in the game as well. So once again, that's a big 15-yard penalty for the Sulphur Golden Tours. Man, that's got to be our 6th or 7th 15-yard penalty tonight. But Barbe have 1st and 10 now at their own 49-yard line, just inside 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. McLean looks to pass the ball. I think it's going to be Levi. Levi's going to have a gain of 8 on that play. So he's going to be tackled out of bounds. It looks like at about the 43-yard line of the Golden Tour. So it's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 2 now. You know, one of the other things, Tony, is Levi likes to work on the short side of the field a lot. A lot of times with that guy, Golden Tour defense right there, it's a different running back in the game. We just don't wrap him up. We've got to do a better job right there wrapping him up. He's going to be near a first down. I think they're going to call him about a half a yard short. That's going to set up a short. It looks like they're going to bring the sticks over now. Yeah, they're going to stop play right here for a measurement with 8:26 to go in the fourth quarter.
Who's our new back?
I believe it was number 20. It's either 28 or 26. I can't tell.
Creation.
It's either Creation or the other young man that was in earlier. But we just didn't do. I mean, we had him for no gain, and didn't do a good job of wrapping him up. And of course, he's got some fresh legs.
Yep.
So hasn't been in the game much at all. It's mainly been Caesar and Levi doing all the heavy hauling for Barbe up to this point.
Yeah, that's not a bad thought.
No.
May not want to.
Well,
think about looking at.
That's why I thought we may see some of Brady.
Brady.
You know, a lot of times we don't see Brady until the second half for the Golden Tours. I think they got a first down right there.
Yep.
So that's going to be a first down. That's going to be a ball at the Golden Tour 41-yard line. 8:26 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Golden Tours currently lead 28-23. Up by 5. And probably on this drive, Barbe's going to be in 4-down territory. Field goal doesn't do them a lot of good. Still leaves them short, down by 2. And they're They're chasing 5 right here. So the Golden Tour defense are going to really have to step up right here, which they've done so far tonight on several occasions. Going to be another handoff up the middle. It's going to be no gain that time. He's going to reach the 40 for a gain of 1. He runs very high.
Yeah, he does.
He's not a typical, little different type of run. He's a bigger back, but he's a different type of running back for Barbe than what we've been seeing with Caesar. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 9 now. If you're wanting to watch Mr. Levi for Barbe, he's in the flanker position. Now he comes in motion to the bottom. This is another play they've run quite a bit tonight. They'll have 3 wideouts out here on the bottom. It's tipped up in the air.
Nice play.
The catch is still made by Levi, and I see number 6 for the Golden Tours, Peyton Lemaire, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Tyler Massey. Tyler Massey makes a stop right there. It's going to be a gain of 2. That's going to set up a big 3rd and 7 now from the 38-yard line.
Let's see what we can do, boys.
Tony, generally when they run that low, I call it almost like a covey of quail formation, and they run that low formation.
They just leave that one kid
they send the 2,
out the back.
They send the 2 guys deep, and they like to just let Levi kind of do his own little thing, and McLean just kind of lets him find an open spot on the field. You know, Caesar hasn't been in the game at all this drive. I wonder if he's a little nicked up right here. Going to be a long pass play down the field.
They got it.
Got a flag, though, on the 33-yard line. So an eligible receiver down the field.
Yeah.
Boy, Sulphur finally gets that flag to go against Barbe. So Barbe, is that Levi? I can't tell. Barbe receiver makes the catch inside the 10-yard line down about the 7. So that had a 1st and goal at the 7. But Barbe has a lineman down the field, so it's all coming back. I believe it's going to set up about a 3rd and 11. I think they had 3rd and 6.
And
a Sulphur player down
stretching out.
Oh, that's Grayson Stelly,
Yeah.
I think, down there.
He said, my dad's a physical therapist. I'll take care of this. I got this for you.
So we got a little injury timeout. Looks like they may be stretching one of the Barbe players for a cramp now. But that's going to bring a stoppage in play now. 6:55 to go here in the 4th quarter. Tony, my voice is getting tired.
Yeah, well, you look good. You still look good, Don.
I don't know about all that. So he's up and he's kind of got that. We got that peg leg walk to him. That's not
Caesar?
Levi. No, I don't think so. Like I say, that's definitely a cramp. He's got, like I say, kind of got that.
Was it 18?
But he's up, and like I say, he's up and getting off the field. 18 or 19, maybe.
13. Landon Victorian.
Oh, Landon Victorian is a very good baseball player. Probably one of the top baseball players. He'll be a junior, I think, this fall.
I can't see
if that's Landon Victorian.
It's hard for me to see that.
That's 14.
14, buddy. I'm sorry. Landon, you got a shout out though, brother. That's Kenneth Gala.
So now we're going to have 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 from the 42-yard line. Golden Tours have nobody back deep, so it's just a straight man-to-man situation right here. They're going to bring a little pressure as well. Makes McLean roll to his left. He throws it away. Trimmy, not only Trimmy, but 18 right there for the Golden Tours. Carson Covan does a great job right there of not making a late hit.
I don't see a flag. Is there a flag?
Oh, I thought you were about to say there's a flag on the play.
No,
okay.
No. I'm just
so that's going to set up a 4th and 11 now.
11, right? 6:46, Sulphur 28, Barbe 23.
But the pressure right there, Sulphur doesn't blitz a whole lot, but they brought a linebacker on that pass play and flushed McLean from the pocket. When not only did he roll to the left, he had no receivers to his left.
Receiver.
So
they had one more than they could block.
Barbe's going to call a timeout right here. I think that'll be their
big play right here.
That's going to be their 2nd timeout of the second half. So they'll be playing just with one timeout.
If we can stop these guys right here, we have a very good chance of running that ball with Stelly and bringing Brady in.
Well, 6:46 to go in the ball game. I don't know if I'm Barbe 4th and 11. I'm not sure if I go for this. You could punt the ball and try to pin Sulphur because let's say you punted it right there and didn't use your 2nd timeout. You could punt it and try to pin Sulphur deep inside their own territory and have 2 timeouts left. So that's plenty of time to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, I would have probably
looked to move down the field
with that time left.
And I'm wondering if they don't try to get us to jump and turn it
Then-
into a 4th
yeah.
and 6 instead of 4th and 11. But I think I would have put. Well, the other thing is, Tony, I don't think you can afford to give Sulphur the ball at the 42-yard line,
No.
possibly.
No punt.
If
They
you're
probably
if-
will try to draw us off.
If your quarterback could pooch punt it, this would be a great
Oh,
time
wow,
because Sulphur has nobody deep. This would be a great little pooch punt that they should be able to down well inside the 20-yard line. But McLean drops back to pass. He gets some pressure from Trimmy. Trimmy's going to chase him even deeper. He rolls to his left. It's going to be caught at the 30-yard line. If that's a catch, that's a first down for the Barbe Bucs.
He caught it.
Man. What a big play
Wow.
right there. Sulphur
Wow.
had everything they needed right there
Maddox Sarver with the catch.
and just kind of lost track of that one receiver.
Unbelievable.
And they really didn't have a lot of receivers on this side of the field.
Right.
He didn't have a lot. I thought he was going to try to run for it. So that's going to be a first down at the 29-yard line, 6:22 to go here in the game. McLean's going to hand off to the near side. He's going to be caught in the backfield. I think that's Caesar that's number 6 back in the game.
That's Caesar.
It is Caesar back in the game, yes. He's going to be brought down for a loss of 2, and we've got a Golden Tour defender down on the play. Yeah, a lot of running around right there in the last couple of plays, and a lot of times that's when you end up seeing a cramp by a player on either team.
I don't know. Stelly's running out here for this one.
So while we've got our that may be, I wonder if that's his I don't see a number at all.
I don't either.
So let's mention some of our other game day sponsors. Tony Tremonti at Mike Willis Ford. For any Ford needs, go see Mike Willis Ford over on Beglis Parkway. Also, the Navarre Auto Group, longtime sponsors of Golden Tour, not only the high school, but at athletic programs. The Chevrolet dealership on Beglis Parkway, and also the Dodge dealership now over on City Service Highway. And last but not least, All-Star GMC over on Highway 90. Go see Charlie Wayne. Buff over there and tell him that Tornado Radio Network sent you. Looks like number 95 for the Golden Tours
Brooks
was down
Beto.
to play. Brooks Beto. He's played a nice game tonight.
Yep.
And
That whole D line's
called his name a couple times, so he's going to get up and kind of gingerly walk off the field, and they'll get some fluids in him and try to get him back on the field. With 6:10 to go here in this ball game, the Golden Tours currently are holding on to a 28-23 lead, but the Barbe Buccaneers are driving for what would be potentially a go-ahead score. Barbe just completed a big 4th and 11 play to get this first down, but on the very next play, they had a running play for a loss of 2 yards. McLean takes a snap. He drops back to pass. He's looking over the middle of the field. He's got a receiver out there open, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Barbe Buccaneers. I think that's Mr. Levy got loose right there.
Yeah, I think so, Don.
Stelly had coverage on him, and Stelly just got about a step on Stelly.
Yep.
With Levi, that's all he needs is a step.
Great throw, too, by McLean.
I think Barbe's going to go for 2 right here as well. Yeah, the 29-28, so an extra point, still a field goal would still beat them. So they'll go for 2 right here and look to make it a 3-point ball game. So I can't tell if that's Levi or Caesar at quarterback. They'll have 3 wideouts on the top.
That looks like Levi.
They'll have a power situation here on the bottom. He'll roll to his right, and he looks to pass to his left. He's got a tight end wide open. That's going to be a 2-point conversion.
So field goal ties it.
Field goal ties and obviously a touchdown
win.
So with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, the Barbe has retaken the lead, 31-28 over the Sulphur Golden Tours.
You know, Sulphur's got all 3 timeouts left, Don.
Yeah, Sulphur's got their 3 timeouts.
Barbe's down to 1.
Their offense has been playing better the last couple of possessions here in the second half. So, yeah, Sulphur's got hey, credit Barbe right there. I mean, Sulphur had a lot of momentum going.
Yeah, they did.
Into that kickoff to Barbe. And, Barbe's able to get in. Then, they had Barbe 4th and 11, had McLean scrambling. He scrambles to his left and throws a pass that almost hit the grass before it's completed, but it was a completed pass.
Yeah, he called it. It looks like it.
And they keep that drive alive right there. And
I mean, you can't really argue with it. The official was like,
yeah, no, I think it's a
5
catch.
yards.
Yeah,
right
I think
there,
it's a catch, but I mean,
looking right at it.
So Barbe's once again, Sulphur's having trouble getting the proper alignment on special teams. The kickoff's going to go deep. Going to be fielded inside the 5-yard line, about the 2. He's across the 10, across the 15.
My God.
That's Hopkins. I think we're going to get called for holding his way. Breaks a tackle. He's going to maybe get – I don't think he gets back to the 10. I think he's brought down about the 9-yard line.
Starting off inside our 5-yard line.
And Sulphur's Sulphur's going to get called, for holding. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So they'll start out with 95 yards of green real estate to go. 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line with 5:51 to go here in the 4th quarter. So, Tony, this is one of them moments for, the Sulphur offense. If this offense wants to kind of go down in some of the history and the lore of this matchup, they got 95 yards in front of them.
They got 5:51 to do it in. Yeah, Blaylock's playing DB now. Number 2, Levi.
So Levi, the wide
on,
receiver, as we're talking about,
he's playing.
He's moved in to cover Blaylock, number 11.
Cover, yeah. I can't see there.
You got to give credit to the Barbe coaching staff. They're taking their best player and pretty much putting on what's been one of the best offensive players for Sulphur tonight. And, they've got to stop him if they're going to get a win over Sulphur here tonight. So Trahan takes a snap, hands off to Staley. He's got a little hole. He's across the 10, across the 15.
Nice play.
He's going to be brought down to about the 16-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Golden Tours. Yeah, that's a very nice play on first down.
Got him right out of trouble.
Gets him a little breathing room. And like I say, also gets him a first down. So Trahan's going to bring him up to the line of scrimmage. She got LaFleur and Vizier both on the right. So that's a power running, power situation. Now they'll move Vizier in motion to the left. Trahan takes a snap. He'll run the option to the far side of the field. He's going to keep the ball. It's going to be a gain. Looks like about 5 yards.
5.
Can't exactly see where they got to.
I feel like they've got to.
Got to the 19-yard line. So it's a gain of 3. Yeah, we really haven't seen Vizier get
one pass attempt all night.
Yeah, he had about a 50-yard pass reception. Yeah. Then he fumbled.
Shut it down.
He got tackled and fumbled the ball on the tackle. We haven't even seen the ball go back at Vizier once again.
It's been one attempt.
So Staley, number 9, remains in the backfield with Trahan.
Look at this. He's
got 3 wideouts to the right.
8, 9, 10 yards off.
Trahan fakes the handoff. He rolls to his right. He's got LaFleur open once again. He makes the catch, I believe.
Yeah.
He's going to be –
No, he must have dropped it.
Barb thought they had an interception right there. We thought LaFleur had a big catch. But the ball's going to be brought back now to the line of scrimmage. We'll have 3rd and 6. Well, that would have been a big play, moving Sulphur all the way out across the 40, near the 45-yard line. So we've got a stoppage in the clock right here with 4:30 to go. I don't see much arguing on the Sulphur sideline. Some of the coaches next to us for Sulphur thought it might have been a catch, but the Sulphur sideline didn't argue at all. So it was an incomplete pass now. 3rd and 6. Big play for both teams here. Trahan gets everybody to the correct spot. He looks to his left. He's got Blaylock on a slant, plays across the 50, across the 40, across the 30. He's got a score for the Golden Tours. Touchdown, Golden Tours.
Sulphur. Touchdown, Mr.
We're going to call that a 79-yard pitch and catch for the Golden Tours. Gage Trahan to number 11, Blaylock, and there's no yellow flags on the field.
That's what I like to see. Laundry day was yesterday, boys.
So before 19 to go here in the 4th quarter, the Golden Tours have moved back out to a 34-31 lead, and what becomes a very big extra point now for the Golden Tours. This makes it a touchdown cannot tie you.
Get a different camera.
I see someone wanting a different camera, man. I tell you
we got it. We got it. 35.
Reach out to me next week, and I'll be more than happy to have you come in and assist us with our camera. And I promise we will pay just as much to you as me and Tony are getting paid. So we're doing our best. We apologize for missing some of that 79-yard play, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why you're not at the game tonight.
Man, that was Gage Trahan. He throws a pretty pass, man. Golly.
Well, Tony, we talked about a while ago. I mean, this Golden Tour team is learning how to win games.
Yeah.
And that's not something we saw early on with the tours, but they're learning how to win games, and just right there. And I think the other thing is Gage Trahan has been in these situations before.
Yeah.
Tag Stelly has been in these situations before. Yeah. Blaylock has been in these situations.
Blaylock has played such a great game.
But so nothing kind of gets these guys out of whack. I mean, it's just another, just moving on to another play.
But here we go again.
It's 3rd and 6 right there.
Here we go again with 4:19 left to play.
Yeah, Barbe's got one timeout left.
35-31 Sulphur.
They'll take the kickoff with 4:19. It's going to be a deep kickoff, received at about the 1-yard line. He goes back into the end zone. So that's a big play right there as well, because that's going to put the ball on the 20-yard line. Nice kick by Paez.
Can we hold him?
Tony, I don't know.
Can we hold
him? I mean, we can. I mean, obviously we can, but I mean,
3 and out. We need a 3 and out.
The defense is going to have to just play some solid football right here. And, kind of we mentioned the offense had a chance to go into the storied lore of the Barbe Sulphur, some of these great matchups. And,
that'll do it right there.
Now they've scored, but now they've kind of shifted it back to the defense and, put it in the defensive hands to win this ball game for the Golden Tours with 4:18 to go. McLean takes a snap. He's going to complete a pass. It's going to cross the 25. He's going to be tackled about the 27-yard line.
The one thing we can't do is play back and let them just march down the field.
No.
That we've got to attack.
So that gets the ball down to about the 27-yard line. Runs a little in route right there. A nice little play on 1st down.
Good play by Barbe.
Both of these teams have, especially on offense, they've called a great game tonight. They've executed their game plan. You throw away, had some penalties, obviously, but both teams had a great game plan so far tonight. McLean, he's going to have to keep it. Nobody was open right away, and I don't even think he got to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard on that play.
Nice play.
So he's going to be tackled at the 26-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. That's going to set up a big 3rd and 4 for this Golden Tour defense. The Golden Tours have made a little substitution as well. I see 41 in the game. Bladen Laylaw in the defensive end spot down here on the bottom. McLean drops back to pass. It's going to be incomplete.
Oh.
So he tried to hit Caesar out of the backfield. That was 47 Trimmy and number 40 Dylan Bird were out there just kind of waiting on him to make that tackle.
Big 4th down, 4th and 4.
So Barbe's going to go for it right here. 4th and 4 with 3:08 to go. They only have 1 timeout left. So I guess they're worried if they punt the ball right here. They feel better about their offense winning this game than the defense winning this game. So they're going to leave the ball in the hands of the offense right here. They're going to go 5 wide. Sulphur's going to call a timeout. They want to make sure they got what they want on the field. But McLean had 5 receivers spread out. He was alone in the backfield. So, Tony, if Sulphur's able to hold him right here, big 4th and 4, doesn't guarantee the game's not over by any means, but, it's going to set up Sulphur in great territory, obviously, and Barbe's only got 1 timeout left. But we got to stop him, man. Like I said, it's big 4th and 4 before we even move on to that.
Again, we can't just sit back and wait on them. We got to go after them.
Well, the other thing as well, Tony, with 4th and 4, QB's cramping up. No, I'm sorry, that's 14 again. 14 was on the field for the huddle. Now he's had to come off the field with a cramp again. That's that wide receiver.
Kenneth Gala.
Yeah, they had the cramp a while ago. But what I was mentioning was with 4th and 4, though, you can still hand the ball off in this situation. Sure. So, I mean –
well, we've seen their running backs.
It creates
4 yards.
Yeah, it creates a lot. It kind of opens up the playbook for Barbe. But I mean, obviously they had everyone out of the backfield. So let's see if they'll go with that same similar formation right here. So they've got 4 wideouts on the top, 1 on the bottom. 4th and 4. McLean rolls to his left. He's getting pressure from the defense. He's going to throw the ball down the field, and it's going to fall incomplete.
No flags. Sulphur ball.
So the Sulphur Golden Tours are going to take over on the Barbe 26-yard line, I believe, with 3:01 to go here in this ball game.
Nice coverage. Nice. They attack the quarterback. Great call by Coach Towery on the defense there to push him in.
Well, the key to that, Tony, in my opinion, the defensive line, once again, I mean, we've talked about them all night tonight, but the defensive line was able to apply pressure, and McLean had to roll. And then once he had to roll, just didn't have a lot of help on this side. You know, they had 4 wideouts on the top and only 1 wideout on the bottom. When he rolls to his left, he's only got 1 wideout over here.
Yes, sir.
So nice job by the Golden Tour defensive line flushing him out of that pocket. So Trahan's going to move Vizier. We'll have a handoff to Stelly up the middle of the field. He's going to fall forward for a gain of about 3.
Get on him, Stelly.
He's going to get down to the 23-yard line. It's important right here. The Tours are going to need to really they're going to need to pick up at least 1 first down as well. I think to get in, even to get in field goal range,
Yeah,
if they have to kick a field goal. But the clock continues to wind now. 2:34 to go in the game. As we mentioned, Barbe only has 1 timeout.
What do we have? 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6. I can't.
So Trahan remains in at quarterback with Stelly. That's been pretty much the
220
the tandem tonight. Trahan takes a snap. He'll hand off to Stelly. He runs off his
Big
left. He's
run,
got a little
Stelly.
hole out there. He's going to be right the first down. I think he's going to be there marking him in a yard short. So Stelly, number 9, is going to reach down to the 17-yard line. That's going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Bring us under 2 minutes.
Yeah, clock continues to wind. But I thought Barbe might use their
Yeah.
timeout right there after the 2nd down play.
See what happens right here. I think if we don't get it, they're definitely on it.
And Sulphur won't have to run a play now. They'll be under a minute and a half to go here. If they choose to let the play clock, which they should, wind all the way down.
Chip Stelly can pick up this 1 yard.
Actually, they backed it up a little bit. We're going to call it 3rd and 2. Trahan remains at quarterback.
I'd run that option to the left.
Yeah, he's going to run
There
the
we
same
go.
play. He's got a first down for the
First
Golden
down,
Tours.
Stelly, that ought to do it for us.
Yeah, that's going to pretty much
right there.
That's going to pretty much seal things up for the Golden
You
Tours
can
tonight.
step off now. Get you some of that, Stelly.
He's going to fall down
Gonna
inside the 13, right about the 13-yard line. So they're going to reset the clock. The clock continues to wind now. 1:19 to go here in the ball game. Barbe can only stop the clock 1 more time. So this is the best formation of the night, Tony. This is
You're good.
This is victory formation.
You're good. What a long, hard fought back and forth.
Man, this has been a
game.
great matchup. And once again, Tony, another game that's going to be decided by a touchdown or
That's
less.
right. Yep. I mean, God.
So Sulphur comes in here ranked number
I love
20,
it.
27 in the power rankings. Barbe was ranked number 41. And but like I say, you can throw both of those out the door anytime
Yeah.
Sulphur Barbe steps on a baseball field, a football field, a basketball court, any of that.
What a big win for Coach Towery first, with Barbe here. And
yeah,
he's doing a great job for us.
Yeah, Coach Towery, I mean, we had a big discussion today about he's not building a team, he's building a culture and a program.
And you could tell these boys fought all night for him. Go
Well-
enjoy yourself. You Sulphur Tours, you.
Well, one of the other big things that I talked to Coach about, visited with Coach about, was, the fact that, he said, I understand this is a big game, but at the same time, I want the kids to play like it's just one more game as we're, marching toward the playoffs. And
Yeah.
so he'll congratulate. Excuse me. He'll
You can say that
congratulate the
before
boy.
the game,
Yes,
but after the game,
yes.
what a hell of a game.
Yeah, he'll
Good
congratulate.
night.
He'll congratulate the boys on a big win tonight. And like I say, he kind of had to downplay that game. And you see the Sulphur student section
Oh, yeah.
coming onto the field, and they'll get to head down in front of the Sulphur band. And
Go sing their alma mater.
but let's give a lot of credit. It's the first time I've seen the Barbe Buccaneers
they look good, man.
since the Jamboree game. And very impressed with Mr. Levi and Mr. Caesar. And McLean played a great game for him as well. So, I mean, Barbe doesn't have anything to hang their head about whatsoever.
Not at all.
And probably the biggest thing you see between both of those squads is, I mean, there's just a lot of respect on that field right there. And
But, you know, these kids have grown up playing against each other in baseball and, you know, Little League all their lives, football. Look at that. I love it, man. The band's rocking.
I'm guessing they made the student section leave the field, I guess, but the Sulphur band's on the other end. So let's
Yeah, the football players are
you know,
going to go join them down there, they said.
so Sulphur's just got a, you know, it's a big, like I said, a big win, big rivalry game as well, you know. So but Tony, man, this would have been worth the price of admission tonight.
Yeah. Well, it gives me chills. Some good memories.
So Sulphur will they'll return to Matt Walker Stadium next weekend, I believe, against New Iberia. And then for the next 2 weekends, and then return the following weekend. They'll get Sam Houston for senior night. And this evens the Sulphur record up also at 4-4 on the year.
Go find the band, guys.
The Barbe Buccaneers will fall to 3-5. And so, like I said, it's just, man, there's just not a lot we can say. Just what a great game. We appreciate everyone tuning in tonight and watching the game if you weren't able to make the game. And but if you weren't able to make it, excuse me, you missed one heck of a ball game. So so we're going to sign off. Tony, I'm wore out. And we got all this equipment to pack up, and we'll be able to head back on the west side of the river with some bragging rights for another 12 months.
Yep, let's get on back to the right side of the river.
So Don Martin and Tony Tremonti coming to you from Tornado Radio Network. We're going to sign off from Barbe Stadium, where the Sulphur Golden Tours 35, the Barbe Buccaneers 31.
How about them toys?
Stay tuned. We'll see you next Friday. Coming back at you from Matt Walker Memorial Stadium. Thank you. So if you're still watching, we're going to kind of stay with this thing. The Sulphur's not leaving the stadium without that trophy. So Navarre, somebody's coming to get it. I think Sulphur doesn't realize that the Barbe's finally bringing out the trophy that Navarre.
Oh, they're just going.
Yeah, they're going to the end zone. So if you're not familiar with it, Navarre Automotive Group several years ago started a kind of a East-West rivalry, and there's a trophy associated with it. And I think that's how fitting Coach John Paul, huh? So John Paul's got the trophy, and he's going to bring it to the team. And
Ryan,
you know,
Ryan Navarre sponsored the trophy. It's the Billy Navarre battle over the Bayou or something like that. And
yeah, so we really appreciate Billy Navarre and Ryan Navarre and that whole group of guys over there sponsoring that. Just one more little thing to play for these two programs. But like I said, we're going to go and sign off now. And like I said, appreciate everyone tuning in, and we will see you next Friday night.